is awful.
For TNC?
Yes, they're scaling.
Well, if they win the early game, then things will be different because now the rule is you win lane, you win the game. So I feel like Weaver Centaur is good. CM enables them to do more things, and they have a tiny, like you said, free blink dagger as well. So getting early kill should be easy. And TNC, one of the few teams that really care about getting the early kills. They tend to get that the first 10 kill is usually belongs to TNC. They love getting kills early on. Well, on VG Gaming, it's more about farm. When we are ready, we take team fight, we win the game. So it's a two opposite team fighting together, and we will see which strat works better.
Yeah, I think as well we also need to consider that there's probably going to be, not to say that TNC is not as good as VG, but VG have been playing the top of their game for the past couple of weeks. So for TNC, I'm a little bit concerned that they might struggle a little bit, just because they're up against a team that is very strong, has synergy, and that even though, you know, for example, maybe their lanes don't do so well, they might be very efficient with their farming, efficient with their time. And this last pick, Lina, fantastic pick. Lina, super strong laner, great tempo controller. This is sort of the hero that they needed to build up time for this Terrorblade. And you look at TNC's lineup, CM is free food. Weaver is technically free food if they can land the LSA. Tiny's gonna get kited to hell by a Lina.
I got a feeling Kunkka is coming here. And Lina, speaking of Lina, 20 games, 70% win rate, second highest pick for Vichy Gaming. They are very comfortable with mid laner, but I got a feeling that they might pick Kunkka here.
Kunkka's a good laner versus Lina,
yes, and they love their Kunkka as well. And this is my key option. Mirana is still in the pool, Kunkka is in the pool, and Templar Assassin, Mirana. But I got a feeling that Kunkka will be great here. Great against Terrorblade, the splash damage can clear the illusion easily.
Yep.
And
it's just, again, it's going to be scaling though. That's the one thing I'm a bit worried here for TNC, because their only hero that really scales is that Weaver.
Oh, they're going Invoker.
Armor Invoker? I mean, his profile picture is an Invoker, so...
He gave the sign that we're going to pick an Invoker, and they're going to go Invoker there. And speaking of scaling, this hero scale well.
He scales, but that's the problem though. Like Vici, they've got a lot of heroes that can scale, plus they've got a Magnus that helps the team scale. So Lina and Terrorblade versus, I want to say mainly this Invoker, and to a certain degree Gabby on the Weaver as well, but even then, I'm not sure about TNC, because if they don't win this laning phase, I think VG Gaming's just going to roll them, literally just steamroll them.
Yeah, it is possible. And looking at TNC's lineup as well, this is most probably going to be Armel Cost Exalt Invoker.
10 seconds remaining.
So he kind of come online a bit later because he need to get his power trap, then his maybe he'll go Midas, maybe not, maybe he'll go straight for Axe.
I think this game you can't even afford to really
go Midas, right? It's a bit too slow because they don't really have much damage on the side of TNC except from Weaver and the damage coming out from Ninja Boogie, the burst damage. They do have setup for a Sunstrike, so Armel will most probably go for Exalt build here, but it'll take time. So if VG Gaming play this game a bit more aggressive, then maybe TNC will face some problem.
Is this going to be Exalt Invoker, or are we looking at Cosmex?
I think it'll be an Exalt. I don't think they have enough damage. One.
That's what I was thinking. You know, do they have enough damage for the laning stage?
And second is they do have a lot set up for Sunstrike. The Frostbite, the Stun from the Centaur, and the Tiny Toss. Avalanche Toss, yeah, it buys a lot of time for Invoker Sunstrike as well.
Very true. And you even have Gabby, like he throws his bugs, it gives vision for the Invoker to get the Sunstrike as well.
Yeah. So a lot of ways for Sunstrike to land, so most probably going to be Exalt Invoker here. On the side of VG Gaming, Ori will definitely have a much better time, but as the game progresses, Invoker will get a lot of damage, so in the laning stage, he can get his last hit and denies. But again, the nuke damage coming out from Lina, you cannot underestimate that. But he'll survive. He do have a lot. Most Invoker player will have few points on fast as well. So, but I'm just worried for this Centaur. I'm not sure how well the Centaur gonna lane against this Terrorblade and also the Lina.
Yeah. All right. So I suppose we'll do team introductions. Would you like to do TNC or would you like to do Vici?
Let me do Vici Gaming. All right. On the side of Vici Gaming, Terrorblade will be played by Paparazzi. Magnus will be played by Yang. The new off-laner mid lane will be played by Ori. Fourth position will be played by Fate on Wind Ranger, and Silencer will be played by DY.
On the side of TNC, on the Dire side, we've got Ninja Boogie on the Tiny, Cuckoo on the Crystal Maiden, we have Tims on the Centaur, we have our Invoker played by Armel, his signature hero, and finally we've got Gabby on the Weaver. Alright, so laning wise, it looks like Tim's is going to run into 3 heroes of E2. This is a very brave Centaur. He's got backup support.
Yep, there's 3. Are they going to do a tri-lane here just to make sure Paparazzi gets his level? It's possible. But Tim's like, yeah, you need to be very, very careful. They do have enough setup, enough damage as well. And you need to be careful when meta is popped, because Tim can go down. He doesn't have that much armor at level 1, only 1 armor at level 1. So he can die very, very easily. So we need to be careful because meta damage is something not to be underestimated.
Absolutely. This rune in the bottom lane could be a bit trouble. So it looks like Aura's going to head back into the middle lane. So I think this rune, they're going to try and go for it. Tim's going onto the high ground. There's literally nothing to contest this rune. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're looking for the kill. They're going to get the kill into the silencer. First blood already right off the bat for TNC.
Nice rotation coming from the back. And
3 runes.
Yeah, and they kind of knew they couldn't contest because they have CM and also teams there. Both of them have AoE spells, but they kind of stayed there. Maybe they were trying like, hey, you've got 3 people here, maybe you won't come. But they came in and Tiny with the rotation getting at the first blood. Very nice place from TNC. Again, TNC and their early kills.
Their level 1 is amazing, to be honest. Like Crystal Maiden, Tiny Centaur, that's a kill squad. Yep. That's literally the Suicide Squad if we're going to see a movie out of those guys. So.
But they are trying to tri-lane here. Tiny is here.
I think you have to though. Like you have to tri-lane versus this Terrorblade. Just slow down his farm and make sure your other lanes are winning, because Armel's definitely going to struggle. He might even need some TP support just to make sure he gets this lane versus Ori, because you don't want to let Alina free farm. Which is a great tempo hero. Gabby in the safe lane against a Wind Ranger Magnus. I don't see this Weaver dying. He shouldn't die, but Faith's doing a really good job at harassing.
Yep. Gabby is only level 1, so you gotta be careful. Only have the Sukuchi, doesn't have the bug to slow people down. So he just need to get his farm, get his levels. But Magnus is definitely doing really, really well. 8 last hits, while the Weaver only 1. So this Magnus is really, really winning the lane at this point of time for Team Vici Gaming.
Yep. Great farm for Magnus. This is actually a really... You don't really want this situation for a Magnus at all. Like a Magnus, it gets farm, he's going to get levels, he's going to get the early Blink Dagger, and that means you're going to get the Blink RPs. But Tim's going to harass him. Got the Wind Ranger down here as well. Really trying to push him out of lane.
Yep, try versus try in bottom lane.
Yep.
Well, Tiny is spotted by the Wind Ranger, he's being chased, but in the mid lane, it looks like Armel goes down as Lina gets the kill. Solo kill for Ori there.
As I was talking about, you got to be careful with that Lina matchup in that middle lane. That's going to be one nasty matchup for an Invoker. Especially when it's Exort as well. He's very squishy, doesn't really have too much to fall back to. But he does have support coming in. It's Ninja Boogie. Can they grab the kill here? Seems like they're trying to find an angle for it, but it's going to be hard to get close enough.
It's already level 2, he does have a level on return as well.
6 seconds left on that Cold Snap.
Mid lane. They might go for it.
Cold Snap's up. We'll see if they want
to do it. Oh, the stun lands though. This could be the end for Armel. Oh, he's close. Doesn't have the mana for the Dragon Slave. So Ninja Boogie will show his face there. But Armel is super duper low.
Very lucky he didn't die there. If that was a second kill for the Lina, that's already 2 kills within the span of 3 minutes for a mid Lina.
Yep, and Armel kind of knew that Ori didn't have enough mana to use a first kill as well. So he didn't use his Fairy Fire. But that's really, really like playing with fire, like literally playing with fire.
Ninja Boogie's really babysitting this middle lane now. So I think TNC, they've got to put some priority onto Armel's farm. He's falling behind significantly versus the Lina. 17 CS compared to 8. That's not the CS that you're looking for.
Falling behind, but of course, Armel will kind of scale with levels, but you need to be careful now. Again, getting so low.
He's really struggling in this middle lane. I'm quite surprised that they're not trying to...
Oh, this could be bad though.
Want to toss him back? They toss him under the tower, trying to get the LSA, but the cast animation's too slow.
Well played from Ninja Boogie, pushing him. I was like, okay, he's trying to kill Armel, but the cold snap was perfect and the tower damage was there, and she couldn't use any of her spell. And very, very nice kill coming up from the Invoker and Tiny.
That was beautiful, but we could see a counter gank here. We've got Fade hiding in the tree line on this Wind Ranger, so Ori's looking for some revenge. The Tiny is nearby.
Got a stun.
The Tiny is nearby, so if things do get a little bit hairy, maybe Ninja Boogie can come back in to save him. Harassment, again, going to be thrown down onto this Invoker. Bottom lane, we've got Crystal Maiden versus Terrorblade mashup. Not really, just kidding. It's still the Centaur down here, but Cuckoo's getting some much needed EXP. He is leveling up the Nova. No points in Frostbite yet, surprisingly enough. He's gone for a bit of a nuking.
Oh, by the way, Cuckoo is the guy that plays offlane for TNC now. So the CM is actually not support. It's a core CM.
It's not April, right? It's not April, right?
No, it's not. Cuckoo is the offlaner now. So...
No, I mean like it's not April, right? Like they're not April Fools?
No, it's not.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure. They got the Frostbite, they finally leveled it. They're gonna get the kill on the Silencer as well. Nice little feed there for Armel getting that Sunstrike. And well...
Cuckoo is doing so damn well. 23 last hit now on the Crystal Maiden.
I mean, if it works, it works. But he's gonna be very squishy. Look like Ninja Boogie's fan Yang. He's gonna try and contest him for these creeps.
Oh, the bugs on Yang in the top lane. They might go kill onto this Magnus.
He has no skewer, so he will go down.
The throwback?
Oh,
the shrine is there.
He's gonna keep running. Does Gabby have more security?
Oh, Sunstrike! Ah, gonna miss. I don't think he's able to kill anyway.
Not gonna grab it.
But he's chasing after him. Sukuchi in front. One more hit!
Oh my god, he couldn't get it. The salve last tick as well. Forcing Gabby to just pretty much give up that kill. Oh, that was great play coming up from Yang.
Yeah, at the bottom lane at the same time, CM got another kill into the Wind Ranger.
Oh my god. CM? What? Is TNC trolling us?
No, this is definitely a core CM.
Okay, looks like Ninja Boogie gonna run into Fade. Now he's just pincered in the tree line, tosses him back to the creep. Just gonna walk away. Can't really do anything if you're Fade.
I think this is how you're supposed to play Tiny now. Although Tiny doesn't have that high win rate, but I think it's because of how people are playing on the offlane. It doesn't really work. But on the 4th position, when you rotate Tiny like this, getting kills one by one, helping your team get this early lead, I think it's just really great. And when you get like very, very early levels, you can actually kill a support like by yourself as well.
Well, we've still got this farming CM. I mean, he's done a really good job with CS. He's thinking about casting a spell. Ended up cancelling it. A little bit too deep under the tower.
Yeah.
And have his mana sap.
Brought up teams and they kind of know like we can't kill this guy, so let's just run. And they do have 3 heroes here. 3 heroes are here because they are just so scared.
They're going for the Avatars onto Melina. They catch him. They've got TPs coming in though. Let's try and see if they can save him. They will get the kill onto Ori. Fade's there, but not really going to be able to do anything. It's a Wind Ranger Silencer support duo. These guys are not the best heroes for TP support. Yeah,
if they can land a very nice stun onto any of the supports or core, one meteor will definitely kill them. The damage output is just way too much. And now we see Invoker coming back up, 30 last hits, and Lina only 37. So yeah, as level goes up, this guy gets a lot of damage output and he can deny and last hit much better, unlike Lina.
I think we might be getting another backstab.
Oh, there you go,
from the back, avalanche onto Lina to prevent him from going in for those spells, but Yang's gonna be healthy enough. Oh, LSA Laguna played as well. Ninja Boogie.
So much hit onto the rock.
Looks like Centaur looking for the kill here onto the Silencer as well. DY is low and the Sunstrike to follow. That's another kill for this, another kill for the Invoker. That is, I think, 3 Sunstrike kills for Invoker now.
Yeah, he's playing really, really well. Just one misplay in the mid lane that he died, and after that, no mistakes at all. And he's going for Midas. This is kind of Invoker game that you want to go for Midas.
Oh, terribly dying? Oh my goodness. I believe that was the toss combo in again. And Yang TP'd in from the top lane to try and help out that bottom lane.
And the CM is just dishing out too much damage.
It's not even the CM, they're going for the toss combo. Oh, the skewer! Oh, he misses the stun. That was great play. Go for the bite. Can they finish him off with the damage though? Do they have it? Thinking about throwing the Nova, does not cast it. Cuckoo gonna be backing away and Yang gonna sit right under the Terror Blade.
One long ass TP, but Tiny is still around. They're gonna spot out this Terror Blade. Doesn't have a Sunday yet.
Just pretend to be a tree.
Rock between the trees.
Literally a rocky tree. Oh my goodness. Fade gonna be getting some free EXP in the top lane versus Gabby. Gabby likes this. Oh, beautiful shackle shot onto the Weaver. Cancel TP. And does Gabby just get this kill onto Fade for free? Gonna try and wind run out of this. Bugs to throw and it will force him to just run away.
Weaver is doing quite well as well on his particular lane as well. He's 3,100 gold, 4,000 net worth. We see 3 cores from Team TNC. They are up there in top 4, so they are doing pretty damn well, and they want to get this tower early as well, so they are doing a lot of pushing on both bottom lane and also the top lane. And Invoker's just gonna farm up his Midas.
I think we're gonna get another combo here, this time onto Yang. Tiny's coming in from the backside. Avalanche is there. Hoof Stomp as well. Sunstrike, toss. The damage is there. They get the kill on Yang.
Yep.
TNC, their laning stage and their maneuver as well. It's doing so good. And the best part as well is that they're very efficient with their farming. So the moment they grab the kill, they're back to farming. And net worth for these heroes is looking good too. Invoker is leading, followed by Crystal Maiden of all heroes. And then, of course, there's Magnus Lina, but Gabby's doing pretty well as well. He's free farming in the top lane. There is literally no one contesting him from Vici. Vici, they're sort of discombobulated considering how the lanes went for them.
Yeah, but when you want to run a CM as a core, one thing you need to be worried about. Here comes the stun. RP is being juked, but I'm not going to use it now.
Nice cancel there for Yang. Don't want to be wasting those RPs.
When you want to play core on as a CM, you really need levels. You need a level 25 talent. You need kind of need all your talents so that you become really useful.
Is she like a Meepo in that she needs levels to really function?
She deal a lot of damage. She enable a lot of heroes on her team. But this hero hit super hard when he's level 20. When he gets 250 attack speed damage, attack speed for her right clicks, then that hero can deal a lot of damage. Like you go for Mjolnir, MKB. Suddenly out of nowhere, you're like a Medusa.
Okay, got a smoke rotation here from Lina and Silencer. Magnus is here as well, so he could absolutely just go in for a skewer, but here comes CM and Ninja Boogie. There's no Centaur, no aggressive play, skewering forward. Centaur is here, they got the stun. Beautiful play. Nice Sunstrike landing onto Lina, and that will defuse the bomb.
Radiant's top tower
no kills for anyone.
So that was a very nice play from TNC, breaking the smoke, so wasting one smoke attempt from Team VT Gaming.
No major spells used as well. RP's still there, Laguna's still there as well. So I think for both teams, it's not bad. They didn't lose anything for that engagement.
Yeah. Well, all this happening as well. They're buying a lot of time for Invoker. Midas done and going for his Aghanim straight away. 11-minute Midas is very good time.
Fade was hitting.
Another Sunstrike? Yeah.
Oh, another Sunstrike?
Ooh, RP onto 2. They're going for it. They're gonna hit 1, but they're gonna run away. Ulti used by Centaur Warrior now, and they're gonna escape.
So this is the shackle shot catching out on the 2. Crystal Maiden latching onto the Tiny, but they didn't get the kill. They didn't get the angle for Ninja Boogie. Here comes Gabby. Gabby's there. He's got mana for bugs, but if he throws those bugs, he'll be low mana for Sakuchis. Around instead.
Won't be able to use his ultimate as well. Plus, everyone on TNC is like super duper low. Ninja Boogie was so close dying, but he escaped as well. TNC is like immortal at this point in time.
Yep. If that shackle shot was level 2, there's a really good chance that Ninja Boogie would have died there. But the fact that it's just level 1, it's a short shackle, managed to still get away, practically out of reach for Vici. Whereas the one thing we also need to talk about as well is that Vici, they don't have the longest reach with their spells. They can't sort of like get into the backlines to grab those kills. It's all either in front of them or within like a short radius around them. So it's not like they're running any blink daggers yet. Mag is progressing towards a blink. He's got 1.4k gold, so Yang should be able to pick that up in about I'd say even 14 minutes if he just farms this nicely.
Yeah, and he's like the only initiation from his team as well. And I think this game they kind of have to depend on the RP like a lot, because that's the only form of initiation besides this Lina's Yule Scepter, which is not completed yet as well.
This was sort of what I was talking about earlier as well. They seem very ultimate dependent, that they're relying on their ultimates to win these fights, whereas you look at the cooldowns on TNC, they're not cooldown dependent.
No, not at all.
Aside from the Stampede. But aside from that, they're pretty good to fight in most situations.
One doesn't really care about CM's ultimate as well. You don't really have to fight because CM ultimate is on cooldown. And another thing to look at as well, look at the tower on the side of Vici Gaming. The top one is gone, the mid lane tower is very low, same goes to the bottom. They are pinging the bottom tower to get rid of it as soon as possible. Once this mid tower goes down, the map control for TNC is going to be so big.
Yang spotted out by Tim, CM is here as well, the bite, the Sunstrike, this should be a kill for Armel. Beautiful. Another kill.
That slows down the Blink Dagger.
Oh my goodness. That slows down Blink Dagger and also speeds up Armel's farm for his Ags. He's got 3 pieces. He's basically just got 2 pieces to go and he's completed. A lot of gold on the Invoker. TNC, honestly, I'm really impressed with how TNC is opening the match today. They've gone for a very solid lineup. They've gone for very strong lanes and they've been able to capitalize on every moment against Vici. Whereas Vici, they're still practically just trying to catch up at this point. They're trying to catch up. They're trying to get their items. But the longer it delays the blinks, the longer it delays, for example, maybe even the Ags on the Lina, it's really going to slow down the tempo. And for Vici, they're going to be playing defense for quite a long time now. Because their Turbo Blade needs space.
Like a lot of space. He's very, very far behind now, and he does have the catch-up mechanism with the Empower Magnus, and then he can farm very, very quickly. But the Lina is not doing so much in this particular game because he's still...
Ori got shut down.
Yeah, so much. Bad. And oh, he got him though. But you don't see him. The toss onto Armel.
Okay.
Enough though. You were in RP.
RP onto an Invoker. This is a really big commitment. Crystal Maiden is here. They can't even catch him with a wasted RP.
And Global Silence as well.
Okay, they've got the Yules to catch out the Tiny. This should be a kill. Strike! Oh my goodness. The strike from Armel. That was beautiful calculation from the Invoker.
Yep, there was a little mistiming by the silencer. He global silent 1 second later because Team already used his ultimate, so everybody kind of like, let's run away. Then global silence, so didn't do much, but beautiful soundtrack coming from Armel. Although they kind of lost Ninja Boogie, but Ninja Boogie was like, he's right there in between the trees, throw it, and they got it.
I'll be your eyes and you'll be mine.
Alright, someone died again, and yeah, another Sunstrike kill there.
Oh my goodness, dude, Armel is incredible. Farmed this game. He's 8k net worth, followed by Weaver, which is sitting at 6.2k net worth. Vici's net worth, it's not looking that great. Their Turboblade, I mean, the good news is that Paparazzi hasn't really been harassed during the laning stage. It's basically, he's just had the jungle constricted, but he's still been able to farm. So Paparazzi's still on his way to getting his items. I wonder if TNC might change the course of the game. Looks like top lane they'll grab a kill onto Yang. That's gonna be with the Weaver. I wonder if they change the course of the game and maybe start killing off this Terrorblade. Not just constrict him, but even grab the kills.
By the mid lane, Laguna Blade.
Oh, Tornado not gonna land at all. They still can't get the kill on the Tiny. He's gonna run away.
No, close. Now that the mid tower is gone, map control belongs to TNC, so now Terrorblade gonna feel the pain of losing the mid tower. He can't really go out that much anymore. They need to invest a lot of money into the wards.
Everything as well. First item for Terrorblade, he's queuing up a BKB.
Yeah, he need to play defensive this game, or else he will die very, very quickly to this Tiny and also Centaur War Chief. And speaking about initiation from TNC, Bling is up for the Centaur. Bling is also coming for the CM and also Tiny. So they have so many ways to initiate the fight. Smoke onto smoke.
Oh god. Oh, so some they can catch on the silencer. Sunstrike RP only onto one. They managed to get the point. That's actually RP onto two. Oh my goodness, they caught Armel with that one as well. Invoker is down. That's most of their damage. Lina gonna go down as well. Terrorblade is here with the meta. They're gonna grab for this. Oh, they couldn't get the Weaver. He got the time lapse off just in time. In the tree lines, they're still trying to run away with Yang. He's super low, but the Terrorblade still gonna go down. Toss forward, getting Yang as well. That's 3 heroes down for Vici. And TNC, they lost Armel, but they still proved to us that they are incredibly well equipped to deal with Vici's lineup.
Yeah, the fight started really, really well for Vici Gaming, and then the Invoker came in, throwing the Defending Blast Tornado.
That was a great play from Yang. I actually didn't see the Invoker in that RP.
They caught him, but again, that few seconds of Defending Blast preventing the Terrorblade from attacking was massive, and Gabby with his time-lapse, he regen from like 10% to straight with 70%.
I don't even think it was 10%. I think he was sitting in like double digits for his HP at that point. He was just sort of that.
Very, very, yeah.
Oh.
And he came in and one by one, and then Tiny was alive the whole time. The status resistance helped so much. The LSU landed on 2, but the status resistance kind of like, you know what? I don't really feel your stun. I'm gonna hit you again, and he didn't die the whole time. And yeah, great initiation from the Centaur as well, killing off one hero immediately with a Sunstrike, but. Overall, TNC just understanding what the team needs to do, and again, 2 ulti dependent coming out from Team Vici Gaming. Now they cannot fight for around 2 minutes. No global silence, no Sunder, no RP. But Sunder is up again.
Sunder's up, but then no global, no RP. That's like their major spells. They can try and get pickups with Ori, but Ori is so underfarmed compared to these cores. Like his you could say his like doppel is supposed to be this Invoker. He is not matching up with this Invoker at all. Like Armel will be able to kill Ori within a snap of his fingers. And you know the game is bad when your Lina is having to go BKB first item.
Yeah. Usually you go for Shadow Blade so that you can gang alone, get a kill, and then expand your lead. But when you go BKB, yeah, you are playing very, very defensively. And they are worried about the Centaur and Tiny. They don't hit hard, but if one catch you, this Weaver and Invoker will just destroy you. I'm not to forget the ultimate coming out from Cuckoo as well. They took so much damage, and they had to use Global Silence just to make sure that the CM's ultimate is cancelled.
Exactly.
Are scanning.
Looks like we got Armel pushing in that bottom lane. Tiny's got a Blink Dagger. There are 3 Blink Daggers on TNC now. There's one on Tiny, one on CM, one on Centaur as well. There's a lot of initiation potential on TNC. So basically this game, I want to say at this point in time, 20 minutes in, it is TNC's game to lose because they've managed to build themselves this much of a lead. Still don't think they put enough pressure on Terrorblade. He's actually just about to finish his BKB, so Paparazzi's gonna have a 10-second BKB in this next coming fight because their ultimates are up now.
I believe the whole idea about will Vici Gaming win this game depends on that BKB. If the next fight, when BKB is out for Terrorblade, and they kind of win the fight, they're gonna get a lot of gold because meta is out. It's gonna be fresh meta. They can actually get at least 2 towers after the engagement as well. So the money coming in from the towers and also the team fight, that will be massive for Team Vici Gaming, and they can straight away turn the tables for this particular game.
Yeah, he's got to make sure he doesn't need to pop it defensively. Defensive BKBs, when you're already playing very defensive, are the worst BKBs you actually want to be asking for. You want to use them for fights. You don't want to use them to TP out of games. And I do like this movement. I do believe we're going to be smoking up here for Vici. We're going to use this opening.
Alright, they do have all spells available. They just need to catch the right one. And
they
Global?
see Cuckoo. They see Cuckoo middle lane, but look at his teammate. Look at TNC. They're actually baiting Vici into this. Oh, okay, they know Ninja Boogie is here. And Ninja Boogie knows that they're there as well. They missed it. Beautiful Yule's catching out this Tiny. Now remember, he's got the status resistance. They're trying to burst him down, but he's a Tiny. He's a really big boy. Not big enough though, and his team's just gonna leave. So the first BKB hasn't even been used yet, so victory for Vici in that they get to repel TNC, and there's more time to farm on their Terrorblade now.
Yeah, but then 2 big ultimate was used as well, the Laguna Blade and also the Global Silence just for support Tiny. And now they're gonna try to push tower. I'm not sure if they can because TNC...
I think they can though. They've got BKB on the Terrorblade. They've also got an RP as well, so TNC will need to be careful of their positioning. Gabby's in the bottom lane. He's got a TP available just now. So I think they just lose the tower and leave it. Okay, TNC gonna play it safe.
Yeah, they're gonna back now and they're gonna check if they're going for Roshan, but they are not going. They are pinging top, but Tim's gonna keep it out straight away. So no kill onto the Centaur warship, but looks like they are the one on the smoke. Yep, they're gonna use the smoke now.
Okay, Gabby gonna keep farming middle. Alright, let's see who their target is. I think they're pinging bottom lane, or is that Vici pinging bottom? I think it was Vici pinging. Let's see who they look for though. They need vision. The vision game for TNC is not looking too bad. It's mostly jungle vision.
Yeah, it doesn't have that much ward. Not so deep ward. They do have deep ward, but not the ultimate hardcore deep ward.
Okay. Oh, they've got one really... Okay, they got spot out by the sentry. They know TNC is there. VG know that they're there.
Late safe.
Yep. Where is Yang? Yang's sitting at the top here. So Yang's ready for an RP if he needs to pop it. But I think TNC, they sort of know that their cover was blown. Gonna abandon this fight. Again, more farm. This time onto VT side of the map.
Giving space for the Wind Ranger to get her from as well. Blink Dagger is done. And
I'm just gonna quickly play back up. I thought he might try and go for a gank onto Fate.
I think Fate will just farm out this whole lane. You know, the Invoker won't really come, and he does have a Blink Dagger if anything goes wrong. Just for a blink before a tornado or anything lands. But now the most important thing is the BKB from Ori and also from the Lina. What's gonna happen when they actually pop their BKB, the 10-second BKB? Because they did kind of win the teamfight last one because of Global Silence, it repelled everyone. But what happened after Global Silence? Does this BKB gonna help them out? That's the big question.
So just taking a look at the items over here. BKB completed onto Paparazzi, still hasn't been used. BKB now onto Ori, so we got 2 fresh BKBs. Excuse me, we got a blink on Fade. Okay, wait. Oh, where is this?
Oh, timeline was used as well. Oh, Gabby was so afraid. He knew that he might die there, so straight away time lapse and run away. Not an expensive spell.
Okay, so it looks like Cuckoo's still pushing bottom. Oh, Cuckoo might get ganked here as well. Fade is coming. There's a blink available on Fade. As long as CM doesn't reveal itself. Oh, they know she's here. Blink forward by Fade. Still looking.
Blink now.
Oh, it's a blink. Oh, he hit the creep. They know he's there, but there's no way to cancel. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a bit of a misclick from the CM. Just hits the creep and then TP's out. Well, luckily, there's no way to cancel it with the silent zone support.
Yeah, it was so close that he might. I mean, it was like 1 second and should blink out, then run away. Should play carefully. Cuckoo is
The jukes were good from Cuckoo. He did fantastic with the jukes.
Yeah, that was a great juke, yeah.
Vici still have a chance in this game. Their Turboblade is catching up, so we've got some good news for Vici fans here. Paparazzi, he's turning into that big bad Turboblade we all know and love.
Oh, they're gonna spot. Oh, Centaur broke the smoke again.
Oh,
4-man smoke gone because of one blink dagger.
What a hero. What a goddamn hero.
They wanna push, they can push. They do have a lot of ways to push, and with the Empower,
I say TNC, they've really fallen back into this sort of passive farming mode after they've won that early game, and I don't know if they really want to be doing this. Yes, they're farming up Armel and their Invoker, but then you're also going up against a Terrorblade, you're going up against an RP, even a leader. So for Vici, you know, I think for Vici, they just think, oh, okay, we've got a second chance to come back into this game. Yes, you might have Aegis. Yes, you might have levels. Yes, you might have some farm, but your lead isn't as big as we think it is.
yeah, it's also a bit hard to kill a Terrorblade with a BKB as well, because it does have a lot of armor. I believe like 30. What is his armor now? 33 armor.
33, yeah.
And Weaver don't really hit him that hard because of this amount of armor. But Armel can kill him with the amount of magical damage that's coming out from the Invoker.
Even
but
Gabby,
BKB,
he's gonna get Chain Lightning from Gabby as well. His Maelstrom.
yeah, but then BKB, once the BKB pop, it's very hard to kill this this Terrorblade.
Yes, very true. There's no BKB piercing disables on DNC. Nothing piercing. So, again, it's gonna be a bit of a slower game here for Vici, just content with farming. Gonna slowly eclipse TNC and farm, and then once they eclipse TNC and farm, that's when the issues are really gonna start to pop up, because the lineup on Vici so much better at scaling. They use their items more efficiently. Their stat gain is better. Their late game potential is going to be a lot better than TNC. Like a late game CM, gonna be mainly utility hero. Your Invoker will scale. Weaver late game isn't really that impressive compared to a lot of other of those heroes that typically scale into the late game. So TNC, you gotta think, you know, when are they going to hit this timing? Like, when are they ready? Because at this rate, it doesn't seem like they're gonna be ever ready.
I think they're just waiting for Tim's against Aster. He's going for Axe. And once you get the Axe, everybody gonna have this extra 40% damage reduction. Basically, someone
looks
died.
like a Sunstrike kill, I believe.
And straight TP out from Cuckoo, and they got no way to cancel that as
That
well.
was...
Oh, they found armor.
Oh.
But armor was too fast with that wax squash.
Go swap.
Yeah, once you get his Axe, 40% damage reduction, that's like 40% HP boost for everyone that under the influence of Centaur's ultimate. I don't think they will be worried about this Terrorblade's Metamorphosis anymore. They can actually stand and fight, because this TV do a lot of damage. Same goes to Lina, but with the Axe up right there.
Do we have enough physical damage from TNC though to kill him during a stampede duration? I think that's a bigger question, because he's going to be a BKB for during that stampede.
I think they need to change and stun this this Terrorblade. Make sure that he couldn't use any spell.
Yeah, I don't know about that though. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm pretty sure if they try and go for like the Centaur toss in, the cast animation is going to be way too long. The BKB should be popped on Paparazzi by then.
Or another way is go in, act like you're trying to kill everybody, let the BKB pop, use your ultimate, Centaur's ultimate, run away first.
Next level of thinking from Patty right here.
Yeah, then come in again. So you play with the food.
Play with the food. Okay, got it. So this is why our parents told us not to play with food. It's the winning strat. Alright.
They might be doing that, you know, so you'll never know, yeah.
Never know. I mean, it's the Filipinos. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes just watching Filipino Dota, you don't even know what they think half the time, okay? They have their own mind, they have their own mindset, and they have this it's not even a motto, it's just, if you watch them, you know if it's crazy,
they got the tiny, use up.
He's tanky though, he's got 2k HP, but they've commit everything to kill him. Oh my goodness, they even used the BKB on the Lina to make sure they got that kill.
Yep, Global Silent used up, so now it's a good timing for TNC to survive, but do they want to fight
with no
without their tiny? Yeah, that's the only question.
I mean, they got Aegis, they've also got BKB on Armo. This is a freshly picked up BKB as well. So if they wanted to, they technically could. But I think without the tiny, you really
in a very odd position there.
RP onto a CM? I mean, they're going to grab this kill for free. That's a lot of gold as well.
And he used the BKB as well.
That's his first BKB charged, I believe. Yep. That
was a very odd jump from Cuckoo, not knowing that the Magnus was there.
Probably didn't expect to get solo RP'd, but I think he just doesn't realize that this is a farming CM. His net worth is going to be much higher than the usual support CMs that we typically see. So maybe Cuckoo, maybe not valuing himself as much. He's just like, I'm just a CM. What do I do?
Right, he is going for utility items. Does go for that gold talent as well. Allows her to get her item quickly, and she's going for Shiva's gun next.
Bottom. They tried to go onto Gabby. I'll stop by the last word though, but it'll be okay. We're too elusive.
I really kill this guy when global is down. Just too elusive. We have a BKB as well.
Ags is available as well. Oh, they could catch out Yang here. 2 seconds on the blink. Alright, they don't know where he is. This ward here could spot out the mag if he pops out. Oh. Okay, they see him now. Invoker is here. Armel's there. Gets the cold snap off as well. Mag gonna try and steer away. Blink forward by Armel. Meatball thrown down as well. Deafening blast. That should be a kill right there.
Oh, not yet. He's still alive.
Oh, he still survived. Okay, there we go. He gets stampeded. Literally just gets stomped into the ground. Oh, they found one more as well. Oh, this is a Lina kill. Ori getting caught out. That was a BKB used for the CM as well.
Alright, I'm not sure if... How did they spot Lina though? She was in this. They didn't have...
Maybe they caught her. She has a Shadow Blade. Maybe she Shadow Bladed under this Observer ward that just got put down.
Yeah, maybe. Because I remember Tiny bought this, a gem. But I don't know what actually happened to the gem. It's on the courier, okay. So Radiant did take the courier from Tiny. It's 900 gold advantage for Vici Gaming, but losing the Magnus and the Lina? No, that's not a good sign.
Not a good sign. It also forces Paparazzi to sit in base now because he just doesn't know where some of these heroes are. The warding game for Vici hasn't really been great. It's very dark. The map is incredibly dark. And Centaur is going to kill off the illusions.
Radiant's middle
Oh, they're going in. Oh, they're going to try and go for the kill onto Tim's. He has no stampede for 15 seconds though, but the team's coming in. Armel, RP solo onto this Invoker. Going to be destroyed by the Terror Blade. They managed to kill off the main damage dealer in TNC, and now TNC going to be on the retreat. Avicii Gaming. It's a solo man RP, but it's still into a major hero. It's Armel.
Yeah.
Armel can't afford to get RP'd like that.
This is the first time Armel is not the first in network chart. And it's the Terror Blade, and he still has fresh BKB, 10 seconds.
I can't believe Paparazzi hasn't had the need to use his BKB yet. Typically you'd see BKBs down to 7 seconds, even 6 seconds by now, but Paparazzi, he's just had a free game. I'm really surprised TNC just hasn't shown any sort of... They don't really have a sense of urgency with this Terror Blade.
Yeah, they need to remember that they do have Empower to help out this Terror Blade farm much faster. They can empower the illusion and stuff and make the push goes faster.
I wonder if they just scared about the BKB. They say even if we fight the Terror Blade, we're gonna lose heroes, but should they maybe just consider making some of those risks? Because I mean, Terror Blade's really big now. He's got 2.6k HP. I am Skadi, BKB. Yeah, I mean, like he's reaching the point of no return.
I think TNC is giving away the lead they had.
They're doing so good as well. Oh, nice little blink out there. Tips almost getting caught.
Damn, still level 17, not yet level 20. I'm not even sure if she'll survive attacks from Metamorphosis. I think like 5 hits will be enough to kill this Ice Maiden.
Yeah, and even if she goes for something like a Ghost Scepter for survival, I mean, just Laguna Blade, that's most of your HP con. It's not even an Ags Laguna either, so it just gets boosted.
And in chaotic teamfight, one thing that we always forget is the fact that there is a Wind Ranger in teamfight as well.
Yeah.
If someone is in line and she throws a perfect shackle shot, oh, that's gonna be huge. It's like 4 second, 3.8 second shackle shot. That's just too long. You can kill both, and with the damage output.
It's like an arrow for 2 heroes.
Yes. And having a Terror Blade on your team, he's like so happy. Yay! Stun on 2.
Free disables. Hey, I'm pretty sure everyone loves disables. TNC. They only have 2 heroes here, it's Ninja Boogie and Armel, and if they show their faces here, they could be in a lot of trouble. Look at the positioning here for Vici heroes. They are sitting on the high ground. Armel did show himself in the middle, going to be heading back into the jungle. His teammates are sitting in that bottom lane. So TNC, they seem to be mostly safe. Even Tiny cutting the creep wave. I have to say, great play from Ninja Boogie, but he is sort of freaking the bear now. As
he's going in.
It's a Shadow Blade Magnus, by the way.
Yes, he might get caught. They know he's there.
They know the Weaver's here as well. This is a bit of a reveal on the side of TNC. Now, Vici, they are nearby with their heroes. They've got Shadow Blades available. Is there any detection on TNC? They've got it around here, but they don't have it on that high ground. They have it up here.
Yeah, Vision Gaming from TNC is not that good.
Oh, they found a Tiny. I remember this is the Tiny. He is very tanky, but it looks like they have enough disables.
Yep.
TNC gonna abandon their support again. That's a nice little bounty going into Vichi's pocket. And this Terrorblade is really starting to chug ahead. He gained... He just passed the Invoker and he's suddenly 3k net worth in front of the Invoker. And it looks like they're gonna buy back. Do they know this?
They know this, so they're gonna prevent this. So one buy from Tiny, everybody runs out from the pit. And again, BKB is still available for this Terrorblade. They are waiting for the ultimate fight, and Terrorblade is going for a Daedalus next item. They want to deal as much damage as possible, and this hero scale way better compared to this Weaver. So this game is all about Armel winning them the game. You need to make sure that he gets some item that can allow you to still cast spell after the global silence, so BKB is the answer. But getting caught by RP is something, it's a no-no for Armel. If you get caught, the game is over. I mean, the team fight is over for TNC. So cannot get caught by the RP.
Absolutely. I mean, the RP though, like we've seen the RPs in the fights, like basically Mag has been focusing down on Armel every single fight. And I wonder if TNC, if they can somehow prevent the Invoker from getting caught up by this RP every single time, I think the fights will actually go more TNC favor, because without Armel, that's most of their damage gone.
Yeah. They need to run, and when they run, they do have ways to chase as well. So now, at this point in time, Global Silence is just a very powerful tool for everybody, because the only guy that can kind of push it off is the Invoker with his BKB. Other than that, it's very hard for them to fight during the whole duration of Global Silence, because Invoker is very spell dependent hero. He does do a lot of damage, but if you don't use his spell, he's just a normal guy hitting people.
A normal guy. He's a creep.
It's a creep.
Is that what you're saying? He's a creep.
More like a tree.
He's a tree with spells. Okay, TNC still dragging this game, and I mean Vici, they're happy with this game just being dragged out. It's just more farm on the Terrorblade, more farm on the Magnus. I mean, Magnus is eventually Yang's gonna just buy BKB, and once he gets that BKB, there's no way you can cancel that RP. And once that happens, you know you're already in trouble, because TNC will have all the solutions to. Vici will have all the solutions to TNC. So for TNC, they gotta kick up some sand soon, because if they don't, and they keep dragging their feet, I really feel like Vici are just gonna destroy them in this like semi-late game scenario that we seem to be approaching.
Yep, this Mag pick is just paying off so well. The RP is doing a lot of work for them. It also made Paparazzi laning stage, the very bad laning stage. Now he's very happy with how much farm he has, going for all the luxurious items like Daedalus. You know, gonna burn his mana. But remember, Paparazzi, his ultimate now does need 50 mana at level 3 as well, so gotta be careful with that Sunder as well, but stun in.
Look at TNC though, they're positioning. Centaur, he's got a Stampede available. Cuckoo goes forward with a BKB. Global Silence is there, trying to burn down the CM. Still hasn't used the BKB on the Terrorblade. He doesn't really feel the need to use it. And now Cuckoo doesn't have a BKB.
I think they wasted their Global Silence. They didn't get anyone, but they're gonna get one here.
They're gonna try and go in. It is the Centaur. He didn't even get to throw the Stampede. He's got it available now if he needs to pop it. It seems like they're the one to save it. Paparazzi gonna try and man fight this. Look at Gabby losing a lot of HP. Cataclysm gonna kill off Yang.
Oh, I think they can chase this. They can chase this.
Oh, Tornado can't land because Paparazzi still has a BKB. It finally expires. He's gonna go for the Avatos onto this Terrorblade. He has no mana left. They will get the kill, and there's no buyback available on him either. And they're gonna continue chasing Gabby, looking to catch out Ori on this Lina, trying to LSA to speed things up a little bit. Shadowblade as well will trigger at just the right time. And TNC, they did some fantastic chipping. They chipped away at the Global Silence. They forced an early BKB out onto the Terrorblade as well. Yeah, they lose Cuckoo, but they grab 3 heroes, no buyback. It's a free Roche.
Yep, and he didn't have enough mana to cast his spell. I mean, his Thunder again. That nerf onto him, Terrorblade just.
The mana cost addition.
Yes, it's suddenly out of nowhere. I don't have enough mana, guys. I can use Thunder, and suddenly Terrorblade doesn't have ultimate, and yep, nice team fight coming out from TNC.
Plus 20 mana break payoff.
They bought enough time. Everybody's like, okay, he's attacking me. Okay, I'll run first. Okay, let him attack someone else. Then they back off. So they were kiting the Terrorblade. Terrorblade was like looking like, I think he had like 3-4 targets as well. So that team fight kinda beautiful for TNC, because they kind of did the kiting on Terrorblade really well. And now it's high ground time. No buyback for this. They
don't know that. They're gonna see if they can try and push something. So Yang is back. Yang does have a RP if he needs to use it. It didn't get used in the last fight. Gonna be throwing Nabby in there. Because Gabby, oh, Shackle is there. Ninja Boogie comes in, just gets an avalanche onto Ori. LSA, RP, it's going to be onto 2 this time. They pull back 2, but they only RP'd onto the Weaver. He has time lapse, has BKB. Yeah, Gabby's just going to continue fighting. He really doesn't care. I don't think that was the best RP coming out from Yang at all. Yang may have just made a really big error. Gabby needs to run away now. BKB used, trying to Sakuchi out of there. Gets caught. He's going to be using the Aegis. His teammates on the low ground, ready for backup. Ninja Boogie getting ready for another Avatos Global Silence Laguna. They kill off the Weaver onto the low ground. They catch another one. This is now onto the Tiny. They're going to keep chasing. This time onto Tim's. He's trying to get away, but the Shackles are there. And his teammates have completely abandoned him. Our sole survivors is Crystal Maiden and the Invoker.
I think Gabby kind of overdid it there, going inside too deep inside, and I don't think he should have used his time-lapse. He used time-lapse quite early, knowing that he will die, but he tried to run away. Aegis popped, and then Global Silence was available. Straight Sunder onto the face, Laguna Blade.
I think maybe the mistake was just sticking around when Yang respawned. Because Yang respawned, they should have known, maybe they didn't know, maybe they thought he used the RP but it should have come off cooldown by then. They should have maybe respected the mag pick a little bit more. He used it. If they just straight away retreated, that fight could have been a little bit different.
And also, I think they didn't know Global was up as well. Maybe they knew, but they
didn't expect the cooldown.
Yeah, the cooldown to be
that fast. Well, Terrorblade's now going to start whacking on the tier 3, so that's TNC's turn to try and retaliate against Vici Gaming. Terrorblade. All of his items, 9-second BKB, I believe. Yep, this is his second BKB charge if he needs to use it. 3 racks.
Alright, mana's still full, and this guy brings down tower much easier compared to the Weaver, and they will get the full racks and they will back off.
TNC can't jump in. No Centaur, no Tiny, no Initiator. They've got no frontliners without these two guys up. I mean, Vici, this is some great revenge. Great revenge.
And base damage increased by 50% through Empower means this guy actually have very
He's hitting
high base damage. Yeah, he got 300 base damage at level 23. So how about that? It's 150 damage
actually,
from Empower alone.
This is 500, isn't it? It's 500. What's the math? It's like 500.
400.
It's 400 something now. It was like 500-ish just then when it got the Empower buff. Dude, that was crazy.
It's just because of his base damage, just so damn high.
Well, Terrorblade turning into that big, massive force that we were expecting in this early game. TNC not really able to slow him down. Invoker, I mean, Armel's item choices, he's aiming for the late game. Invoker is definitely gunning for that late game. I'm just worried that once he essentially 6 slots, can Armel do even more for his team? Because it almost feels like, to a certain degree, TNC still needs another disable. Like, even just a Scythe of Ice under Armel, just get the Hex off onto those heroes, set up for the meatball combo, just really lock someone down. Yeah,
I think Cuckoo will go for that particular item next. He does have 2.4k gold in the bank.
Who, Cuckoo?
Cuckoo.
But Cuckoo's been dying very frequently in the fights. I know last fight he didn't die, but he was very far back for that one. He didn't get caught out by the RP. He is! I mean, look at his HP! It's like you have to expect to die when you go into the fights.
And he went for the plus 60 physical damage as well, not the attack speed talent. So he's not hitting hard. He gonna deal damage.
He can't hit hard even if he wanted to.
He can't stand at the front.
Exactly. Smoke into smoke. Ori on the high ground. Oh, they got the use up onto the Centaur. Beautiful avalanche from Ninja Boogie. The reaction timing was there. But it looks like they're going to lose their Tiny. Laguna into the face as well to finish him off. RP into the backlines by Yang. They managed to catch out TNC. They've lost Armel. That's their main damage dealer now onto Tim. Crystal Maiden trying to go for the freezing field, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Paparazzi just going to shred the Crystal Maiden. No. Ninja Boogie trying to come in to save Cuckoo's life, but he just gets his HP stolen by this Terrorblade and Paparazzi. He doesn't feel a thing. It looks like Armel's going to try and kill him.
TNC's losing.
Oh, nice push. TNC, no, they're not losing.
They're winning, they're winning.
They're doing the fight, but they're too scared. Do they really want to fight the paparazzi? Armel, don't get caught. They got the vision.
Oh no!
They killed Armel. That was not the play. They couldn't kill him off. They had the vision. They had the vision. And Gabby, they want to continue. Cuckoo's come back. They want to go for this paparazzi Terrorblade.
Rampage.
And look at this CM. Cuckoo's getting destroyed. The Rampage is there. Gabby is so hesitant to fight. Look at all this damage coming up from Terrorblade. He's literally man fighting him all on his own. Paparazzi, he got the trigger and the chain lightning. Oh my goodness. Gabby barely surviving. Jeez, that fight was all over the place. It took so long to kill heroes. There was so many buybacks as well that were expended. I can't even get the fight recap to cooperate with me. Oh my goodness.
The final buyback has been used as well, so terrible buyback. That was a really long team fight, and buyback coming off for RML, kind of saving TNC, but I feel like Ninja Boogie did a lot there. He
did such a good job at counter-initiating that first fight. When they call that the centaur with the Yules, jumps into the back lines, just goes to the avalanche, stops the initiation. But Yang though, Yang with the RP in the back lines.
Yep, and Global Silence was used, and then the fight started again, and Armel getting caught and then getting caught again. He got a bit too greedy, not understanding how much damage this Terrorblade do.
Just not respecting him maybe. Who knows?
That was a rampage as well for the Terrorblade, and now everybody is back online. No one has buyback. Everybody's
and no Maxes taken. It was just the T3 tower. It could have been so much better for TNC. I really wish I could have seen the gold swing for that too. Like who got the better end of the stick. But buyback cooldowns. We'll take a look at those. So we've got a buyback cooldown on Terrorblade, Invoker, Weaver.
Everyone
Lina.
except the Magnus.
Yeah. Man, all those buybacks.
All being used. Top lane.
Top lane. Oh, they found the Tiny. Nice kill. No buyback onto Ninja Boogie either.
A very long time as well. So that's a very nice pickup, and they're gonna go for the tower, and they could get the Rex. They do have meta up.
Yeah.
And everyone is here except.
Do you really want to push high ground into an Invoker?
Well, they don't have a Tiny. I think the only problem they had the last team fight was the Tiny. Tiny was doing too much. I mean, he was throwing people up, and people had to focus him down. Status resistance.
Okay, interesting choice here by the way from the Terrorblade. He's gone for a refresh is great. We just need to see, does he have the mana to actually utilize the refresher orb? Here we go. Cuckoo's gonna start off the initiation with the Invoker. Beautiful tornado. Just gonna create a little bit of space. There's the glyph. Centaur going for the initiation. It's just onto the Terrorblade Weaver jumping forward. Just gonna harass. They're trying to bait out some BKBs here. BKB used onto Ori. They're gonna go for this kill onto the Centaur. He can't do anything. Silenced up. He's already used the Stampede as well. Ori trying to chase.
Sunstrike!
Sunstrike! Oh, they get the Sunstrike! That was the play. Gabby's still chasing though. He's right next to a lot of these heroes.
The tornado gonna get two.
Tornado, it does catch out into Fade as well as to Yang, but they're a bit hesitant. They want to go into the easier kill. DY for this Weaver. They get the bite though off onto Yang. That's gonna be the Magnus off the table if they can grab this kill. They've muted him as well with the Nullifier. Still trying to run, chasing him down. He's a really fast Magnus. They will grab him, but they've still got this kill. Terrorblade. He couldn't even get the Thunder up. He's there for 2 minutes. They've got another kill this time onto DY. They're still looking for this. Fade is trying to run away from this Weaver. His teammate as well, Yang, trying to blink out. He will get it. Fade hiding under the cover of his Innoviz Wind Run. Vici, have they quite possibly lost this game? They've got no buybacks available. Tornado will catch out Yang.
Oh no, this is bad.
Detection? They've got detection on this Weaver. Oh my goodness. TNC, have they just flipped this game around?
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, that what's his name, Silencer at the back, and the fight was just too messy. Everyone's everywhere. I think that's one downside when you have a Terrorblade. You want your team to play around you so that you can hit and people can tank for you. Yes, but the team fight was everywhere. Weaver was going for the Silencer. He was very far away from the team. On the other side, Armel and
almost catching out Faith there. Ninja Boogie.
Oh, stun to the Weaver, but
can't do anything. Yeah. There's no Terrorblade.
No damage, no Terrorblade.
They've got RP available onto Yang, but even if you RP, you need at least the Lina there for a follow-up LSA into Dragon Slave. But first set of racks is down, next set, getting ready to go down. Yang's getting into position. He's hoping Lina can get here just in time. Yang is in the tree line. Weaver has the gem. Weaver has the gem, RP.
Oh, he got him!
Okay, they put the Centaur Yules there onto the Centaur. They're trying to cancel out the Stampede, but it really doesn't matter.
Ori!
Ori, no! He will just survive. The Yules will keep him alive. Time lapse onto this Weaver. They don't get the kills that they're looking for. Still 30 seconds on that Terrorblade, but it's going to be free racks there for TNC. Vici, they are crumbling. And they're crumbling hard.
If they got Ori as well, I think they could have gone for the other tier 3 as well. But so close.
The RPs from Armel are so on point.
It just hits Armel.
I mean, it doesn't hit, but still, it's just the fact that you need to worry about the Sunstrikes when you walk back to Fountain. You can't walk straight. You gotta juke. Juke and jive. You can't see where those things come from.
Alright, the giant demon is back. It doesn't have the refresher now. Need to wait for another 30 seconds. Same goes to Metamorphosis. Need to wait for another 20 seconds as well. and he's going for the last item that he can actually get, which is a moonshot. And we'll see if this push will work for them, because they can actually push. If they can win one fight, they can just GG push and end the game.
No, next Roche is going to be a massive Roche as well. This is Aegis, Cheese, and the Refresher Shard. If you get this onto VG, I think the game is practically won. You get the double RP, you've also got the Refresher on your Terrorblade, he has that secondary life. Like, this is almost the win condition here for VG. Like, they get that Roshan, the fights get so much easier. So much easier.
Even like double global is good as well.
Double global will be fantastic as well. Like, you'll cripple the entire TNC lineup because they're very reliant on their Stampede and their Blink Daggers.
Yeah, basically you're useless for 12 seconds. So you will see the South TNC do know that Roshan is up. The Illusion of Centaur will spot that out, but now it's all about...
Everyone knows this too. Both illusions have spotted out Roche. So Roche is going to be a very highly contested objective.
And BKB timing as well. Only 7 seconds on Paparazzi. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto the silencer. But now they are camping around the Roshan pit to see if they can get any kill before the teamfight even happens.
Yep. Things just gonna get harder and harder now.
And TB is just doing a really good job pushing out the wave. They know that the bottom lane is being pushed, so he sent an illusion to the bottom lane so that the equilibrium will be there. But jump in, you'll stop straight away.
Oh yeah, going over the back line to get the caught the Centaur here. No Stampede so far. We've got Silence, and that's going to bring him down for 2 minutes. Now into Ninja Boogie, gets the Avalanche. He's going to get Yuled up again. These Yules locking down all the supports. But look at this Crystal Maiden. They get the kill. It's 3 versus 5. Do they really want to go into the guys as well? Paparazzi killing off the Weaver.
The crit killed him.
Oh my goodness. The gem is on the deck. He has buyback, however. He has buyback. It's now up to Armel. Armel, don't get pushed back, Armel. That Ghost Walk. Saving your life, Cuckoo. Gotta go for the slow. He's gonna lose Cuckoo. Does he have a buyback available? He doesn't. The buybacks again. Gonna be forced out. This time it's gonna be onto Ninja Boogie as well. VP, sorry.
Oh, they got a kill onto the Lina though on the back. Sunstrike gonna get the kill.
They got that kill, but Vici capitalizing on some of these mistakes coming out from TNC.
Alright, are they going for Roshan?
They probably could if they really wanted to. Silencer is defending the base.
They're gonna send the Silencer to defend it, and they will go for the Roshan.
Now just be careful though, there are still going to be a lot of AoE spells on the side of TNC. You've got the Avatos combo, you've got the Tornado EMP combo as well from TNC. It looks like they still want to contest this Roche regardless because they know there's no global silence. Crystal Maiden buying back as well. Oh, Paparazzi not feeling safe in this Roche pit at all.
He get the kill. They can get the kill on Paparazzi. This is going to be huge for TNC because he doesn't have buyback.
It's a slow Roche.
No, he does have the buyback for in 15 seconds.
He has it. It's a really slow Roche though. Like if it's just Paparazzi in that pit, they really cannot commit to Roche. They want to commit to these fighters instead.
Shadowblade, he can catch 3 if he wants to.
Where are the detection? Where's the detection on TNC?
Oh no!
There's nothing. They caught Amel. Oh my goodness, he's gone for the Ghost Walk. He's trying to hype, but they've got the detection. They kill off this Invoker. He will force that buyback though. Invoker is back. His team, are they going to try and look to engage into this again? Lina bought back as well, so Ori's going to be coming back into the fray. They really can't afford to do this with no detection. TNC getting very complacent with their sentry wards.
Going in again.
They're going to try and go for a backstab this time. Can they grab it? Double damage rune inside the river. They're really looking for this. Ninja Boogie going to be the main initiator. Tornado, gonna create some space. They kind of have the vision for this. They're gonna try and catch out this CM. They get the Yules up onto this Wind Ranger. Okay, Aegis is taken. This is Aegis, Cheese, Refresher Roll, TNC.
It's on Ori.
Just coming too late into the fights. Oh, they've caught Cuckoo. That's an RP committed onto a Crystal Maiden. They're gonna use it. LSA, BKB, force up onto the high ground. Crystal Maiden dies regardless. Gabby, still going deep into the fight. It's gonna have to back out of here. He's by himself.
They're gonna BKB run. Defensive BKB.
That's his BKB used.
Yeah, and now they have to really wait. They cannot fight with this 2 double global or even double RP, but at this point in time the refresher shot is with the Lina. I'm not sure it's giving to DY. Is it giving to the silencer? Or is it with
it might.
No, it's with the Magnus. So Magnus do have double RP now. So he can like kind of screw up the first one and then go get another set of people.
He doesn't even need to screw up the first one. He uses an RP, catches one hero, they get that kill. If he's still alive, he has another RP to use.
Yep.
So,
and he's level 25 as well. He giving extra damage to the TB using the Empower, and the Lina kinda benefit from the Empower now as well. So they are gonna smoke up and go straight to the mid lane. They can end this game if they want to because they don't have buyback onto Cuckoo. Amel and also Gabby, all the 3 cores on South TNC doesn't have buyback.
Yep.
And this is massive. If they can get even 1 kill onto their core, I think this game is over.
I have to say, TNC, they have not been showing respect to Yang Shadowblade at all. They have no sentry vision at all on this Magnus. He's been able to get so close to TNC's lineup.
He was right in front of them.
He was right next to them. And the fact that there's just no sentry vision at all, I really feel like this has hurt TNC's chances of taking this game. They threw the dust. They see the Magnus this time. So there, Stomp, it's early on to Ori, the bugs coming in from the south, Invoker is there with the Deafening Blast, Global Silences thrown, Cataclysm as well.
Missed.
Oh, they don't quite get the kill, they're still trying to catch out some heroes, they get the Shackle off onto the Weaver, no full commitment yet. Yang, though, will be killed off. That's going to be no major RP for his team, and he's got no buyback available as well. TNC considering a chase.
The buyback comes off from the Magnus. He did use his RP, he missed it. Because the Invoker managed to run away a bit from the range of that RP AoE.
Maybe the Deafening Blast as well?
And Skadi now done for Weaver, and he's very, very tanky as well. That Nullify doing a lot of work against him, BT Gaming as well. And all they needed was a core kill, and they couldn't get it, means they couldn't push. And that particular push, they didn't have the Metamorphosis. So Invoker and Terrorblade was kind of weak at that point in time, but now they do have it, and he got 7k gold in the bank, and does have the buyback as well. So VC Gaming definitely one step above TNC right now.
Absolutely. And also, I think in that fight, Magnus even ate the shard. So that's...
He did it? Oh no, means he doesn't...
Yeah.
Okay, that's bad.
I wonder if, did he double RP?
I'm not sure if he did, because I only saw one and he missed that one, and I didn't see the consumption of the shard. Maybe he didn't have the RP, so he used it.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
But now they don't have the shard, so that's painful.
Did they consume the cheese as well? Oh, they still have the cheese on the Lina, so the cheese is still available. They still have one asset left, but it's just that refresher shard that was a game-changing item, and the fact that they couldn't capitalize on that, you know, is really, really hurting Vichi's chances. But it's not to say that Vici have lost this game. They're actually looking very scary. They look horrifying.
He will still have one more slot that he can use, because he have the Sukuchi movement speed talent as well. So
doesn't really need
for an A on this, but the stun comes out. Oh, Laguna Blade onto the center. He's dead. No ulti for him. They're gonna go for Kaini now.
Okay, tried to go into Cuckoo, but nice 4-star. He's on the high ground now, just hiding. Okay. Oh, trying to get the catch out here onto the Magnus. Couldn't quite get it. Nice 4-star. Now, gonna chase down Ninja Boogie. He's gonna try and juke them onto the high ground. They lose vision because there's nothing here for them.
Money to burn.
And it looks like Vici, they're gonna continue chasing. They're gonna see if they can find anything.
Cento do have the buyback. If anything goes wrong, they can TP and help out. But
they're on the low ground though. You do not want to be on the low ground versus TNC.
Oh, 3-man tornado!
EMP, Avalanche will connect. Do they have the damage? The toss onto this Terrorblade as well. They don't have the damage. They're gonna start chasing down Ninja Boogie. Where's the team? Massive pullback into the Terrorblade. They've lost ammo with no buyback as well. They've catch out the Crystal Maiden. I think Vici, they may have just finally cracked TNC's defenses. The Weaver cannot contribute to the fight at all. Centaur forced to buy back, but this is 3 heroes down on the side of TNC with no buybacks as well. I think Vici, they're gonna force high ground. They're gonna see if TNC has buyback, and if they don't buy back straight away, that might just be a game-winning push here by Vici.
The CM was a really good position. She kind of had a great positioning, have giving vision the whole thing, but nice jump from Yang. Again, making a lot of things happening, and they will end this game, looks like it. They want to go for it, and they will.
Well, here comes
onto Cuckoo.
Sorry, yeah, onto Cuckoo.
Of all people, Cuckoo. I'm not sure why, but...
Oh, come on. Well, honestly, that was a very, very deserving victory for Vici Gaming. They did a fantastic job at utilizing the map, utilizing all of their assets. There were moments where they sort of struggled a little bit, but I think, if anything, I have to say TNC getting a bit lazy with some of those sentry ward placements and detection in that late game really hurt them. It really, really hurt them, because Yang was able to get all of these RPs off, where in most situations where there was a lot of detection, you shouldn't get those RPs, you shouldn't get that vision. But, for example, especially that mid-fight, when they were sitting on the high ground, Yang literally right next to them, sees one hero, jumps on the high ground, gets beautiful RP.
Yeah, I think the last RP was the only RP that he caught more than one person, and he got both cores. And I believe like things start working out so well for Yang was when he got a Shadow Blade. the fact that, like you say, they're not respecting the Shadow Blade Magnus kind of backfired, and it was true. And the whole time, and we see why people are pairing Magnus with this cards that don't farm well. They don't really care anymore if any carry can't really like get farmed during the laning stage, because the amount of utility that this Magnus gives through this Empower and this RP, he don't really have to be at the front because Magnus can tank the whole thing for him. And Empower is benefit. I mean, the two heroes benefit from the whole Empower was the Lina. She was ditching out a lot of damage. Not only the stun and also the use, but also damage coming from the Lina was amazing. And also, secondly, the Terrorblade. They were doing so much damage, and
Terrorblade was hitting for 500 at one point.
Everybody had really good armor item. They had Shiva's Guard. They were high level. Even the you saw how one hit and Weaver died. He thought that he could survive, and then used time. Okay, wait, one more hit. I'm gonna use my. Suddenly the crit pom, and I think that's the reason why the Terrorblade even went for the Daedalus, just hoping that people will do that kind of mistake. And that kind of mistake did happen, and I think that kill shouldn't happen, but it happened. And yeah, Terrorblade Magnus, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see this a lot. This combo is just so great because we saw Paparazzi didn't do well in the laning stage.
I mean, he did do well in the laning stage, but we also maybe pin some of this responsibility on the TNC. They didn't really control the Terrorblade at all, did they? Well, that's going to conclude our first game of the day here for Vici versus TNC. This is a best of 3 series, so we've got at least one more game to go. We're going to go for a short break, and then once we're back, we're going to jump straight into the lobby for game 2. So we'll see you guys in just a minute. I need to pee so bad.
Okay.
So bad. Oh my god, my sinuses are so getting blocked up because of how cold it is in here.
You can ask them to off the...
I'm just scared you'll get warm.
No. I'm actually quite cool.
Turn down your music.
Oh!
That's why it was so damn loud. I can't hear you guys.
Was this was during the drafting, right? I was like, why are you showing this on the screen?
But it's still very loud.
Yeah.
I think I need to off the music.
Actually, the music in game is 0.
Turn it down to like 10%.
Game sound is still okay.
Just put the music to
不要
10%.
它的 break 一做完了，你给我放 waiting screen，然后 look waiting screen。嗯。Danny, how do you increase the mic gain for this?
I think I'm gonna.
crashing down, and we're building back up again now.
A man who on every occasion has given the best that he has.
I'll be right beside you. We fell out of love like shooting stars, came crashing down, and we're building back up again now. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you. I see your heart, see your mind, see all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you.
Focusing on those mid picks now. They're getting rid of the Tinkers, the Zeuses, getting rid of that global presence from the map.
VG Gaming's
and
turn
TNC
to
going to be drafting the
TNC.
Ogre. Majai. Honestly, that, like, I swear multicasts happen at least, like, out of 100 instances, I swear multicast hits for like 70 of them.
Yeah, it's because the changes is just too much. Last time it was constant, I believe 60%, and now they increase it because
5 seconds.
Yeah, they increase it at level 1, level 2, so it's much more value at level 1, level 2, plus the damage. Output from
Dancing at the black hole, which is great. Also goes through BKB2. Very important. So I love the Bane pickup. Where TNC's lanes look really good.
And they go for
VG
Mirana.
Gaming's turn to pick.
They don't pick Mirana.
Morphling's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, you can take the Terrorblade, meta yourself.
Yep. Great pickup. Really cool laner as well. Morphling, he's one of the safe laners that has really high kill potential as well. You can just waveform on top of heroes. Adaptive strikes are going to come in very handy as well.
Against Terrorblade, it's like super good. Shotgun is great against Terrorblade because it does have a lot of armor but not so much magic. It's just an adaptive strike destroys him. Not sure if they're going to lane this Morphling against the TV though.
comparing TNC to Vici so far, lots of ways to TP cancel on TNC. Whereas you look at Vici, it's mostly just Bane right now.
Yeah, only Bane.
So I'm a little bit worried about the catch potential for Vici. Like, how difficult is it going to be for them to sort of like latch onto these heroes and to kill them? Because Morphling, he's mostly just going to waveform out of there. Nyx Assassin, he's got Vendetta, forcing the supports to buy detection. Ogre Magi is going to make everyone really fast with the Bloodlust.
How about Axe for Vici? You were mentioning about Axe and how Vici love them. Axe is great against Morphling. If you can jump call him, I think Morphling will die.
I don't know. There's so much kite on the side of TNC. Like the Ignite, you get the slow, adaptive strikes. I think the Centaur makes a much better pick here because it gives the whole team mobility.
Yeah, and you don't really get kited that easily as well.
And the best part, if you can build an Ags, late game Black Hole's not going to be as scary because you just Stampede, you mitigate so much of the damage. So Centaur, great pickup. Laning wise, TNC definitely gonna have a rough time trying to kill off the Centaur in lane.
Looks like you're gonna be a fake Weaver, 4-position Weaver here. I think they're gonna put a Weaver mid.
Weaver mid, or would you say?
I think it's a fourth position. Or Centaur can even go 4.
Because this could be an Armel Morphling. We could go mid.
Yeah, he could go mid. He could be carry, could be mid. So it could be Gabby, could be Armel. All depends on the last pick. But it looks like Templar is being banned by TNC.
I'd be down for a Marana pick.
For Vici?
For TNC. We still need a mid hero. I could still see the Morphling going safe lane here. Play it safe. Marana, get mana drain for both the Weaver and the Terrorblade. She's very elusive. It's going to be hard for a Centaur to catch her because you get the animation for the hoof stomp. So.
Will we be seeing TNC Predators first up?
You just wait for it. It's probably going to be another Mel Invoker.
No, I don't think if they go on first card, I don't think they're going to ban out the Templar, right?
What do you mean? I mean, TNC, they could, like...
Okay, what does mid player? The mid player play Kunta, Mirana?
Pascal got banned out by Vici. And they go for Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker is great versus Morphling. Really stops him in his tracks. Also, Nyx Assassin isn't going to be a big fan of this Bloodseeker either, and even Enigma. Enigma's going to struggle.
They have to pick something for the mid laner. Something against a Bloodseeker.
I mean, it's actually quite difficult to zone out a Bloodseeker. It's not hard to just lane against him and get that free CS, but when it comes to winning the lane, pushing out a Bloodseeker is really difficult. I can understand why they was banning out the Zeus and the Tinker now, because those heroes are fantastic. Monkey King would do great versus Bloodseeker.
And also Terrorblade. Monkey is like one of the best counter for Terrorblade, so that they have one hero that counter both heroes.
So we're going to be seeing a Morphling versus Bloodseeker matchup. It's Gabby safe lane. Actually, it could still be mid Monkey because Gabby he's really good at playing solo matchups. I think Gabby used to be an offlaner for Exploration, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So he could play solo against Lori. I think just to play it safe, just keep Armel in that middle lane, put Gabby in that safe lane. Because he will destroy Yang.
Yep,
Monkey will destroy Yang.
And Gabby will be playing against Yang, and Yang will be helped by
10
DY?
seconds remaining.
I'm not sure DY is going top lane or Weaver is going to support this
5 seconds remaining.
Centaur. But Gabby definitely going to have a really, really good time. Although the bugs will kind of be very annoying in the laning stage for this Monkey King, but I think he'll be fine. I think the ice will be on mid lane, right? Bloodseeker versus the Morphling.
It has to be, unless they change it up and they go Terrorblade versus Morphling. But I'd favor the Morphling matchup just because it's hard to kill.
Yeah, and Ogre is synergy between Ogre, Armel, and Gabby, and also even Cuckoo is just so great. Even Tim's, you give him added movement speed as well.
It's the best for Gabby because it's so easy to get the Jingu stacks.
Very, very fast.
So easy.
Yeah, and if he can get a really good laning stage and get like enough experience to get his level 10 like quickly, that gold talent will help him a lot as well to get some items to help out his team. He can even go for He can even go for Crimson Guard for himself. Any utility item, and this time around I'm pretty sure he can ward like crazy. That hero don't really need much gold to shine, and yeah, I think it's just great.
Excuse me. Well, game's gonna commence.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you prefer draft-wise?
Alright, I prefer TNC's draft just because the last pick Monkey King.
Sorry, buddy, I'm dying.
Prepare for battle.
But I think this Paparazzi Terrorblade is just so great for VG Gaming, and I think this game should be fun to watch. Alright, we'll go into the game and do some team introduction. On the title, TNC Ninja Boogie will be playing the Ogre Magi. Next Assassin will be played by Tim's. Morphling will be played by Arma. In the mid lane, Monkey King will be played by Gabby. In the off lane, looks like it, and Enigma will be playing the safe lane. Cuckoo will be playing this Enigma. On the side, VG Gaming, Paparazzi will be going to the safe lane onto the Terrorblade Centaur. Yang will be playing it on the off lane. The mid lane, the Bloodseeker played by Ori. Bane will be played by DY, and Weaver will be played by Fate as the support. We will go into the game in a while, and you'll see the fight for the rune will begin now. But looks like there's a rotation coming up from Team Vici Gaming here. I'm gonna secure this rune in the top lane. Only DY is around here, and Centaur is far away. Looks like they did a lane switch up as well. They put the Centaur in the top lane, and Paparazzi will go to the bottom lane. And who will get the rune? Look at TNC, who will get 2, and Weaver got 1, but they're chasing after DY. The stun not gonna land. Yes, it landed there, and Dingo stacks, 2 stacks, third one, and the movement speed though. Tim is chasing him, but he's very fast. He's gonna use the salve, and looks like Ignite will cancel that out. So 1 salve wasted by Team TNC, and VG Gaming now 1 step behind. But looks like DY will be going to the mid lane to help out. He does have the brain sap, so he can do some damage. Got Armel, a lot of damage, half HP gone, nearly half HP there, and he'll be going very aggressive, and look like Ninja Boogie is being forced to the mid lane now to help out as well. So it'll be 2-on-2 mid lane. While on the top lane we see Gabby playing against Yang, and will be helped by Tims. On the bottom lane we see Terrorblade, very early metamorphosis to secure the last hit on the creeps, and he's pushing already. So Cuckoo, level 1, does have the Eidolons, but you need to be very careful not giving away the Eidolons too early, so that he can get the Eidolons to split. But nice deny coming out from Cuckoo. Bait around, but he know Paparazzi don't really need his help now. Cuckoo is level 2. The mid lane is still 2-on-2, and Ori doing so much well against this Morphling forced to use his salve. DY doesn't have the brains to cancel that, but they are going for DY. He's being slowed.
Did I catch him?
Not yet, but everyone is low. Both of them is low. This could be the first really active strike, but the sleep, great play. But now Ninja Boogie might active strike himself here. DY doing some more damage, but the armor, that ogre is just too tanky.
Yeah, the passive 5 HP regen, just too good. Way too good, and the armor.
Well, if you have 2 hate, you regen much faster, says Ice Frog.
Really? I don't know, Nyx Assassin's a bit different.
Nyx have too much legs, fingers.
I'm not sure. Too many spike. Who knows?
But I get the rune.
Double damage rune?
Not connect anyone, but Tims is here. He got too much Jingle Mastery stacks on him, and he got 4. He does have the Boundless Strike. He gonna use it, wanna slow him down. Tim chasing after him, but not enough damage yet. But now Tim's in problem. Fate is nearby.
He's salving up as well.
He gonna stun. He does have a double edge, but you need to be careful when to use it. And another stun coming out from Tim means he will survive, and Yang gonna chase.
Maybe he's gonna sit behind Tims as well. Make sure they can kill off this bug. Bug is deleted, and they'll play this team.
Don't know first blood, but both start playing like super aggressive. And it will be Paparazzi versus Cuckoo in bottom lane, and Paparazzi.
What are your thoughts on this like Enigma versus Terrorblade matchup? Solo matchup.
I think Paparazzi do well here. Terrorblade too high. Oh, DY got a kill, and mid lane Armel goes down, and that's the first blood. And we missed that one, but we'll focus on the bottom lane. Paparazzi, I think he'll do much better here. He'd have the illusion to help out to kill this Eidolon before they split, and Cuckoo have to like focus on denying them instead of like play them aggressively. You see he's being pushed so far behind by this Terrorblade, and his armor is 14 armor, level 4. Eidolon don't really feel.
Yeah. Especially the meta, when meta is up as well, Eidolons are just food.
Yes, yep.
It's so easy for him to kill them off. You're gonna struggle for a little.
Just doing a lot of damage on RML and Ninja Boogie. Still camping here. And one thing we forgot to mention is the fact that this sleep into Blood Rite is another great combo. You like ensure silence onto the Morphling or even the Monkey King, prevent them from casting anything, and silence on Morphling is a very big deal because you cannot morph into strength.
Yeah, that's gonna force the supports to go for the save, and they might even have to sacrifice themselves for it too.
The stun onto Terrorblade in bottom lane, they're going for him, they bring body block as well, the stun from Malefice is there as well.
Oh, Tim's with the
blocked! Ah!
That's really getting blocked out. Alright, they've got 2 seconds, 1 second left on the Impale.
Is he gonna go for it though? Yes, they might go, they might get the kill! And they got it.
They got it. They absolutely did. That was some great team play. Honestly, Tim's with the body blocks on that Nyx.
That was perfect. It's really nice bug.
That was great.
And yeah, he got the last hit with that, what's the thing called again? That mana...
Mana burn. Mana burn, yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, you got some great synergy here with TNC. Like, you can really tell both Vici and TNC, they're really on point with their team communication and what they really want to achieve with these fights. Fade and Ninja Boogie for this rune. Gabby's here, but they're not going to keep down.
We'll get 1 rune, so TNC will get 2.
They'll get 3 runes.
Oh, they got 3 runes while the other guy only got 1, so Vici Gaming down by a lot of gold because of that launch rune.
Ooh, Ninja Boogie. On the high ground doesn't spot DY at all. He may have wanted to consider going for... I don't know what on him though. I suppose he wants to put this one on the...
Still 2v2. Sentry drop and they see the ward.
Okay, looks at bottom, they're gonna go onto the Centaur yet again. They start off with the Malefice. Oh, nice hook stop on the 2. Malefice will finally run out Boundless to try and lock him down. They're still...
Black hole is available!
Oh, they're gonna use the Black Hole for this. Big commitment to grab that kill. Meanwhile, Ogre dying in that middle lane. Just to support, but that was the offlane Centaur.
Nice Black Hole timing from the Enigma. Just had enough mana to use it. But Armel getting very low. Brings up in... Nightmare is available. You might want to use it. No, not yet. Ninja Boogie is here to help out, and he managed to morph into strength immediately.
Too healthy. Too healthy.
Timing was great as well. Illusion rune on the top lane.
So I want to hear your thoughts on how TNC is doing. Like, would you say TNC would be comfortable in with their laning stage so far? Who was actually under pressure to perform in that laning stage?
I think it was more on TNC. This Terrorblade not gonna have the same game that he had last game. He definitely is farming much better, just because of amount of freedom he had. It's a one-on-one against an Enigma. He know he's gonna win the lane, and he just TP top lane and it's doing a lot of damage to the tower as well. This guy gonna get farmed much faster than last game. Just this time around, doesn't have a Magnus to help him out.
Backstab here in that middle lane, looking to grab a kill. Fade is here on the Weaver. Silence is there, gonna grab this Ogre. Amel's here is morphing strength, so no commitment from Vici, just gonna grab that support kill. Although Amel's sticking around.
Going for bottle as well.
Okay. The bottle charge off. It's cancelled by DY though.
Doing a lot in the mid lane. He didn't wanna leave this Ori, this Bloodseeker alone any point of time, and he's gonna get his bottle refilled again, so he does have a lot of HP restored, and he's gonna continue farming. This hero does have a lot of kill potential, but if you overextend, chances of you dying is very high as well.
Tower gets taken down in the bottom lane as well, so we've got some map control on the side of TNC. No tower is taken down yet by Vici, although top lane is pretty close. Top lane's been chipped away. Third blade though farming well, Paparazzi leading with 45 DS.
Gabby is not Gabby. Yeah, Gabby is doing very well as well. He has the most last hit. Nope, they're gonna go for one more kill here. Should be enough, and Gabby will get the kill, and he's leading the network chart by 300 gold. And
Rupture has managed to find the Morphling. Gonna try and go for the TP waveform. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, one beautiful thing about waveform, doesn't take damage when he's surging forward. want to TP out straight away, but they are playing very aggressive this time around. VG Gaming is not playing last time.
No, they're not. There was a smoke in the base as well, so they're trying to get their Morphling and their Ogre into that middle lane faster, and it seems like they're going to try and hook onto this Nyx Assassin bait. Now, Nyx Assassin, Spike Carapace popped. Beautiful play, and the team's coming in here. Armel's there, Tim's as well. They're even going to bring in the Enigma, but look how far away all these VG heroes are. They couldn't find anyone. They all just ran away.
Yep, Centaur Ultimate was used as well to save Paparazzi in the top lane against Gabby. But no one's gonna die from that engagement.
No one's gonna die today.
No one's gonna die today. One thing about VG Gaming is the way they play the mid is very different to a lot of teams, whereby the reason they always pick heroes like Lina and Ori's Bloodseeker is because they want this hero to rotate and create chaos in the other side of the map. And Ori's hero is the one that always does that. Like Bloodseeker, Lina, once you get your Yule Scepter, you go to other lane, start killing people. But last game, it didn't work so well for him. But this game, he can do that. He can be the chaos VG Gaming need, while Paparazzi given space to farm whole game.
Yeah, and I think that's weird as well, because I don't know if you've noticed, Tim's has been walking around with Gabby trying to find kills. They are going to shove Gabby back into that top lane, but I feel like are they really using this time wisely with this Monkey King? Because I feel like Gabby could be doing a little bit more than just roaming around the map. He's not really committed to a lane.
Yeah, he is a farming core. He's going for the Battle Fury build. That's why he's really great against TB as well. So he is getting a lot of kills. He is getting a lot of gold from every side from the map. But TB at one point in time will surprise him because that he can farm illusion safely. While Gabby, you need to be worried about, okay, who can kill me? Can I be killed easily? And you need to keep that in mind that he don't really have any escape mechanism except for the jumping onto the trees. So something that Paparazzi don't have to worry about. And the fact that they have Ori in the mid lane, the rotation from him will always be a scary thing.
Yeah, I think he's going for Echo Saber.
Yeah, he's going Echo Saber first.
Echo Saber into Battle Fury. I'm just wondering, is he going to be tanky enough to fight with his team with an Echo Saber and a Battle Fury? Because the thing with Battle Fury is that when you buy it, it doesn't give you an instant payoff. You sort of need to farm the value of the Battle Fury to make it worth it. And then every bit of gold after that, that's the value. So for Battle Fury on the Monkey King, I'm hoping he's going to be able to sort of pay that off soon. Because if he could pay that off within 5 to 6 minutes, that would be fantastic. He'll be getting his items a lot faster than he typically would, just because Monkey not really the best farming hero. I mean, he can jump everywhere, but when you have cleave, it's even better. Yeah.
So, but he's going for the Echo Saber, means he's gonna slow down that Battle Fury timing as well. So
I think he needs to fight a little bit. So I think the plan here for TNC is that they transition Gabby into a bit of a fighting core. Let Armel have that space that he needs to finish up his items, even if he just finishes a Dragon Lance into Hurricane Pike, and then they transition the Monkey King into the main carry. Nice kill in the middle lane, by the way, onto Ori.
That's 2 times in a row. Armel getting a kill, one onto the Bane on a killing spree, and now onto Ori as well. Tims and Ninja Boogie not so far ahead in terms of level, but they are doing a lot.
Push mid as well. So they're going to keep pushing this middle lane. Bottom lane though, Gabby has shown himself, and there is a Centaur and a Bane here. Now Centaur Bane, not going to be that good when it comes to killing off a Monkey King, but
it's available if they want to fight this.
Middle lane, they've actually TP'd in Ori, goes to the silence, he does. He's not, it gets on the Ogre, that's alright. They've got the Weaver here as well, Bugs are there. And they get the Rupture on the Ninja Boogie. It's just a support kill, I suppose it's a nice consolation prize for their tower going down, but you can see that their cores are farming pretty well. Pretty well.
And they have a Helm Denominator as well for this Enigma, so faster pushing and also a bit amount of new ulti coming up from the Monkey King. Nice boundless strike catching 3 as well, but now he's being silenced.
Where's the catch? Oh my goodness, we got a little bit of lag here. Black hole, and can they get the kill though? We're getting a little bit of lag here, guys. I'm really sorry about that. Looks like the Sunder tried to Sunder to keep Yang alive, but ends up sending Terrorblade back home. Although look at the jump forward by Gabby. He's looking for Paparazzi.
He got another one.
Oh my goodness. That Bane.
Okay, that was painful. Teams now looking for Ori. He's very close by. If he can give this intel to his team, maybe they can get a kill. Okay, you see him now. Oh, nice stun from the Spike Carapace.
Beautiful Carapace. They'll grab the kill onto Ori here. Oh, he tries to go for the Rupture. Actually, he did get it, but Gabby doesn't get it.
He's full HP still.
Yep.
And
I mean, he doesn't even need to move. He just sits there. Gotta say, TNC playing hyper aggressive even with their carries. This is really paying off.
Yeah, and they just kind of can do this because their heroes are mostly very early game oriented to the mid game, so they kind of scale really well from now on to the mid game session. But as the game progresses, if your TV gets really big, could be a problem. But of course, Armel is there. That is their carry for TNC, and is doing as good as the Terrorblade as well. Not sure if he's going Lincoln or going Shotgun straight away, because Shotgun actually really good against both Bloodseeker and also Terrorblade, because both of them have very high armor, but when it comes to magical resistance, not so high. And if Bloodseeker used the Blood Rage onto himself, and Armel uses that as an advantage for himself, that Shotgun will be amplified.
Then toward that bottom lane, they started with the Ignite initiation. Okay, Enigma's here as well. Malphite thrown down, they get the shackle onto him. Troll. Leave him alone. That was actually Stampede used as well. No major spells used on the side of TNC for that, so Stampede down. They could probably just continue fighting into this. I mean, they're sticking around. They're not leaving.
They can fight.
But they're spotted by this observer ward. They know where the Monkey King is.
Ooh, can they break the tree?
He was thinking about it. He knows that they have vision.
Oh, they broke it!
Oh, they get the tree! They knocked him down. Where's his teammates? They're just gonna leave him behind. Oh my goodness, the misplays from TNC. And they caught the Ogre as well.
And 1 kill, and they're gonna get another one here. Should be able to kill him, and 2 kills just because of a ward there. Very value.
That should have been a giveaway, because the Bane went for that split-second Fiend's grip. So obviously for Gabby, you got to be thinking, oh damn, they've got vision of me now. Like, how did they see me? I suppose he was jumping through the trees. Maybe he thought
nice catch using the net from the throw, and they got a kill as well.
Oh, Ori.
Solo kill.
Bit of a misplay there. Bane is here. Oh, they got another TP coming in. Nyx is coming in. Any way to cancel? Malphite? Nothing to catch.
Nothing to catch. No net as well. Just used to get a kill. But Black Hole will be available in 30 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
And while all this happening, Terrorblade is continuously farming.
So, similar situation to last game, Terrorblade is still free
Radiant's
farming.
bottom tower is under
So,
attack.
it seems like TNC, their concern is not the Terrorblade. It's basically cripple the rest of the team, and then you go after the Terrorblade.
Yeah,
but we saw last game, it didn't work.
Last game, they didn't have anyone to actually fight with the Terrorblade one-on-one at that particular late game stage. But now they do have a Morphling. So this game will definitely be different.
Oh, backstab, we've got the Bane coming in with the Stampede. They managed to find the Enigma. He gets deleted, so no Black Hole for you, they say. Nyx Assassin caught out in the fight. Gabby trying to go for the kill onto Yang. Can't fully commit though. He's in the middle of some creeps.
Oh, Gabby got silence.
Okay, Vici a bit hesitant to fight up here because this is going onto the high ground. They're going to keep chasing with Fade and Ori, but who are they looking for? They're looking for the Monkey King. Oh, Hoofstomp does it.
Oh,
That actually did.
got it.
But he jumped in time. He still got stunned, however, and they're going to lose the Monkey King as well.
Coming out from Paparazzi at the correct point. They're getting the goal, and he's just gonna go skyrocket. And they only lost what, Bane there?
Yep, it was just a Bane. They were so lucky as well. Like, just as Monkey King was flying through the air, he got hit with the hoof stomp. So when he landed, he still got hit with the stun. Tim's is here with a double damage ring.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage if we can hit anyone.
Ori's here. He's gonna go for it. We'll play as well. Oh my goodness.
And I like this strike. We'll get the kill.
Yep. Gonna slow down Ori's farm.
And he's going for Lincoln, so Rupture is not that easy. You can really easily land a Rupture now.
There are very few spells on the side of Vici that can cancel it too. They have to use the longest range. The longest range spell they have to cancel a Lincoln is Grip.
Oh, they're going for a very early Roshan. They can actually do this. They have Ninja Boogie's Bloodlust as well, and he actually maxed Bloodlust this game.
I mean, it's great for Monkey and Wolfling.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna attack really fast. Really fast. But look at the TPs coming in here for Vici.
Oh,
They're all
they're
grouping
in.
up.
Monkey is there. Monkey sees.
Monkey see, monkey do. They don't have a grip for another 26 seconds, so that's gonna be a bit of a bummer. Oh, the stun onto.
Oh, he was going.
That was a lot of damage onto the Enigma.
Oh.
Still going in. They're thinking about it. Yang, his Blink Dagger is ready. Roshan's about to die soon. They're gonna make a decision soon if they're gonna do it. It's a Nightmare onto Ogre, and it looks like they were a little too late. Nyx Assassin getting some mana burn off onto Bane, but no catch.
Oh, I don't know. Level 12. Got the Aegis. Going for Lincoln. Very close as well. And TNC is just doing really well this game. And they don't really have to care about the late game scenario because they do have a Morphling.
It's not just the Morphling, even Monkey King.
Monkey King as well. Both
Monkey
scale,
King's really decent.
Yeah, they scale really well compared to what they had last game because of the farm that Lina had wasn't really good.
Yeah.
But this time around, they do have Armel. This guy scales so well with farm and he's getting it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So what's the plan here if you're Vici? Is it just basically the continue to farm your Terrorblade game?
Alright,
Like how to grow your Terrorblade?
one thing about Vici gaming this game compared to last game was last game he was forced to get a BKB. So his first item was get the BKB and then we fight and then I'll farm. If anything goes wrong, I'll just pop the BKB, then I'll run, then I'll farm. But this game he got more freedom so he can get his other item first. So he went for Yasha first and then it's going to a BKB. So compared to last game, we have a very decent start. But when it goes to a late game scenario, I just feel like Armel is just gonna do way much. I mean, he can become the Terrorblade. He can use the reflection against the Terrorblade. Sandra being used in Jabugi.
There we go. Finally done. Terrorblade versus Terrorblade. Oh, the Fiend's
Fiend's
grip. That's gonna be onto the Morphling. Oh, he's got no backup support. The Enigma couldn't help him. It's gonna be the Aegis down, but the Black Hole catching out onto 3 heroes. They get the Yules, but it's a little bit too late. It looks like they're going to lose their Bane. Yang sitting in the tree line. The Morphling still stuck here. Morphling strength. He's not moving. Is Armel okay? He seems to. Oh, I think he's hit with the Rupture. That's why he's not moving at all. And looks like the Monkey King goes down as well. He's still Rupture. He's got teammates coming in. Armel going to survive. He's a regeneration rune. He's gonna be okay. He has a regen rune.
That was close. I thought they will chase after the Morphling, but that was a really good thing that they didn't go. The team was right behind to follow up anything.
That was bad though because it did force a buyback from the Knicks, and that was 4 kills going into the way of VG. So these guys are getting farm. They're getting a lot of farm as well, and it looks like, oh dear,
They're gonna find him again.
the boogie's been spotted.
The Bucks.
He's fast. He's fast enough though. That's a good question. Run, Ogre, run! I don't think anyone's coming to TP for a
I think
moment.
Ori is just too fast now. He's Rupert right. Should be able to get his kill.
Yeah. Oh, it's a multicast before he dies. We're gonna go down.
In the bottom lane, the push is coming. Cuckoo and Armel is around to bring down this tower. They do have the siege creep, stolen siege creep as well.
And Eidolon. Eidolon's doing some great work so far. Those ones expired just now, but...
Oh, jump in.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna go on the Bane! Nightmare? Bills? Brain Sap's not gonna be enough. Not enough. Still killed her.
He tried his best to stay alive there. He tried every single thing he could.
Maybe hoping the Centaur comes in with the Blinkstone.
But not enough time was bought there. Top lane.
Okay, looks like
Heavy.
they found
Gonna use the
Ori.
Rupture, but he might die here. Yes, the stun is just enough, and the Bucks were not fast enough, and he'll die there as well. 2 kills going for TNC.
Radiant's top tower
Lots
is
of
under
kills going
attack.
in the way of TN. They're only leading by 3 kills, but net worth still in the side of TNC. 2k net worth, because most of Vici's net worth, it's all in the Terrorblade. And to run a lineup where you have that one hero with all your net worth, that hero dies, suddenly your entire lineup crumbles. So I'm a little bit concerned here for Vici that they're putting all of these resources into one basket. If they could farm up Ori a little bit more, that'd be fantastic, but Ori's a Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker just simply doesn't farm.
Yeah, and another thing is yes, you have a BKB onto your Terrorblade. He's farming really well, but you get caught in a black hole, and then follow up stun, chain stun, and you can actually die pretty easily as well. So I'm not sure how well this BKB gonna pay off for this Terrorblade, because black hole will be available in 20 seconds, but they knew this is happening and they will smoke up immediately before the black hole dies. Oh, he got the arcane rune as well. This Enigma can actually use. He would love to use the black hole now if he can.
Okay, we need to see what's going to happen first though, because the Enigma, they see the Enigma, they're trying to see if they can get an angle for this.
Radiant's middle
All
tower
of these
is under
Vici
attack.
heroes.
Radiant
Grab the tower very
structures are
quickly.
fortified.
Enigma's still around there. He's sitting very high
Radiant
up
are
on that
scanning.
river. But Centaur's coming in from the side.
Oh, they're gonna find
Oh,
him.
nice
Radiant's middle
blink!
tower is
Beautiful
falling.
blink. Reaction timing from Enigma. That was great.
He is still there to aid him if anything goes wrong. Tim's gonna spot out Yang and the gang, but they do have the sentry, everything being used. Alan, stop!
Radiant's middle tower is
Okay,
under
still
attack.
chasing Dust as well. That should be a kill. Beautiful.
Brainset will get a kill. Enigma still have the arcane rune, but not anymore.
Enigma has a blink and 2.5k gold. So Cuckoo is getting incredibly fond. Battle Fury completed on the Monkey King, meaning that Gabby's now going to farm super fast as well. And this is where you got to be a bit worried now if you're Vici, because your Terrorblade needs to maintain top net worth to really be the alpha dog for their team.
Yeah.
And the moment if Monkey King eclipses him,
he's taking his ultimate, and he does have the boundless strike available.
There you go, Black Hole. The Black Hole, but can they finish?
Thunder!
The cancel Thunder! The Thunder will finally land. It's going to be onto that Monkey King. He is not moving at all. Rapture, beautiful play coming out from the
stun cancel. They're going for the Enigma kill.
They're going to get both. They get both the Monkey King. He just couldn't trigger any of his Jingu stacks. That was some beautiful play coming out from Vici, getting the Rapture on the Monkey King, forcing him to stay still. The Black Hole wasted as well on the Enigma because of the cancel from Bane. The coordination for Vici is just top notch.
Ogre is dead as well, suddenly.
Yep.
Vici Gaming is dead just because of one Sunder. What a play coming off Paparazzi.
It was actually the Bane. The Bane saved that game. If he didn't get the cancel off onto the Enigma, that would have been a completely different game.
Yeah, it felt very shocked, the Black Hole. But BKB timing was perfect as well from Paparazzi. Before the Black Hole was there, he opened the BKB. Once the Pizzi cancelled it, there was no way to cancel his Thunder. Perfect play coming out from Vici Gaming. Suddenly, everyone died and Vici Gaming is ahead.
Goodness, Vici. This is great though. They want this network lead. It's going to give some gold to Ori. Ori's getting very close to his BKB. So once he has that, he'll feel relatively safe in the fights because TNC have opted for these farming items rather than fighting items. They're building fighting items on the Morphling, but the Monkey King, his
they're
impact...
They're gonna spot him. They see him. Oh, two-man stun as well. But when the follow-up, the ulti gonna come out from the Centaur. Centaur's running away. And they will survive this. They do have a Crimson Guard as well completed onto the Centaur.
It looks like they were a bit worried to chase deep into the enemy jungle. They don't necessarily know where Vici's heroes are. Yeah. Just playing it safe over TNC. TNC just scare them away, make them feel uncomfortable.
When it comes to Sentry, I feel like Vici Gaming is always one step ahead.
With all the vision?
Yeah, it's like every time I see Ninja Boogie planting a ward is to de-ward. It's like, okay, there's a ward there, let's de-ward there. But they're not really planting wards for this Weaver. They don't really care about this Weaver. Yes, it's a support Weaver, but one of the reasons why Bounty Hunter was so successful back then was because amount of intel that he gives his team. Like, these people are here, these people are here. You break smoke, and Weaver is like one of the heroes that can actually do that.
And the best part is that he can really transition into a core compared to Bounty. I mean, back in the day, core Bounty was like what? Dagon 5?
Dagon 5.
That was core Bounty back in the day.
Yeah, that's very, very true. Weaver can actually transition into core very, very easily as well.
Back in the day. Please don't do it in your current pubs. That is not the meta.
But Armel still very, very far ahead. But DY gonna get into Monkey King. But he did manage to buy his axe before he died, so not much gold lost there. But like you said, when you buy a Battle Fury, you want it to pay off. But if you keep on dying like this, you won't be able to see
no one likes
the investment. Yeah.
No one likes debt. Freaking debt.
Radiant's middle tower.
I don't know. It's done with Lincoln Sphere going for a BKB. I believe this is a very, very smart choice for this Morphling. It's not the item that you want to go to, but you have to go for it.
He's trying to create space for Gabby, but matter of fact, if Gabby keeps dying, this investment could be a bit of a waste by Armel. But again, it also depends on how the team fight. They might be able to fight around all these BKBs and still use it to their advantage, but still, I'm actually kind of siding with Vici here with how they're playing this game. They're playing it so good. They made so much space for Terrorblade. Like, I almost forgot he was in the game. I almost forgot Paparazzi was here. I was like, oh yeah, there's a Terrorblade in this match.
They got a stun, but he'll be stun up, netted as well. Gabby does have the boundless strike as well. The Jingu stack is there, and Black Hole being used as well. Everything is being thrown to kill this Centaur.
I have to say, it seems like TNC are playing kind of like the Magnus last game, where Yang would just throw RPs to get one hero, but
the
Black Hole
is not. Yeah.
Black Hole's a bit different. The cooldown is longer, and the threat of Black Hole is much bigger than an RP. So, I mean, like if VG doesn't react to these Black Holes, then sure, I guess it's okay. But
blood right on, Rupture as well.
Kill Cuckoo. This is massive, because suddenly there's no Black Hole, they're trying to fight into Roche, but they've lost their major teamfight spell, so now he's probably thinking, well actually maybe I messed up, because they don't have Black Hole anymore, and they're trying to pick Roche. Where is that AoE control?
The only thing that will keep keeping the whole Vici Gaming outside the Roche pit now
Going for the Wukong's command, gonna try and force out Paparazzi from the pit. He will summon his illusions. Gets hit with the multicast. His team sitting on the high ground. But looks like the Ogre is gonna drop. Gabby's still sticking around. He's trying to wait for the Wukong duration.
I don't think VG Gaming care about this buyback. The only thing they are scared about is the black hole. And now that they know black hole is not there, they don't care. They can kill everyone they want.
Oh, they managed to find the Morphling! He tried to go and steal the Terrorblade form, but he just got caught and killed off, and so did the Nyx Assassin. Monkey King's here, gonna be used and silenced. Oh, doesn't get hit with the silence at all. Chased up still. Looking for him. Gabby will jump over the tree lines if he's safe. But that black hole usage to get a Centaur kill. You know, it's like when you're Vici and you see an Enigma use your black hole, you're just like, okay, objective time. It's objective time. Because they're not as ultimate dependent as TNC. Last game, Vici were ultimate dependent.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's TNC that's ultimate dependent, and it just doesn't seem to fit TNC style of play. Like, you can see TNC are bloodthirsty. They try and go for these pickoffs and kills wherever they go, but they've got the wrong lineup for it. You got a passive farming Monkey King, you have a Morphling that still kind of needs to farm, isn't necessarily that useful, doesn't really have that many items, and then you've got an Enigma.
Yep.
So the lineup for TNC, it just doesn't seem to match their own style of play. I can see they're trying to adapt to it, but I think Vici, they've just mastered it. They sort of know how to play this laid-back style of Dota and to farm efficiently. And
look what this Ori and the Terrorblade is going for. Both of them are going for a butterfly. They do have the BKB, so don't really care about that active strike. BKB up, and then they can't really hit us if we have this much of evasion, and it's actually completed as well. This guy plays with item. Now his itemization is just great. Last game and this game is completely different stuff that he's going for, and he's going for a butterfly at this time around. And I'm not sure how TNC gonna fight this. The Morphling.
He's just so good though. Paparazzi's so good at farming.
Yeah, and do you see the transition where in the beginning it was Ori, he getting caught, he's doing all the heavy lifting, and now he's just playing like this. You know what? Paparazzi, you go in front, I'll do the stuff from the back. I'll use people out to cancel TP, I'll Blood Bright, I'll Rupture, I'll give you the damage output as well with my Blood Rage. You stay at the front, I stay at the back, do the work. But in the beginning of the game, it was Paparazzi was at the back, while Ori was doing all of the job, and the synergy between these two cores of Vici Gaming is just insanely good.
Got a smoke coming in from Vici, and they're looking for blood. Will they find anyone? They know everyone is inside the TNC base. They maybe try and bait the black hole. They could just send Paparazzi forward and use the Aegis.
And get them, that'll be great, but of course if you jump in and you get the Centaur again, Finn's great, gonna ruin everything.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. Like top lane isn't, but Bloodseeker back. Now, mind you, there's a Monkey King here, and there's also a Nyx Assassin, so Ori could possibly die. Gets a tower denied. And it looks like they're gonna get into position here with Gabby. Nyx Assassin. He's scared. He's really scared. He doesn't know if there's detection. Oh, if only he knew.
UI with his positioning. The guy that you cancel that BKB black hole. Nice on to DY. And he's going for Ether Lens as well, so cast range. That he went for the cast range talent as well. Basically, he can Finn's Grip from their base if you want to.
Oh my god. Sounds quite absurd. Alright, multi-cast onto the Weaver. Weaver? Waffling. Right. Wrong letter.
Yeah, giving the bottle to the TB so that he can bottle up the double damage as well. He does have the Aegis of the Immortality, so they can make this push happen now.
Would you want to save it? Maybe just go up to the Raxas, whack them in melee form, and then go into demon form? Or would you go demon form and then die? Because if you have a double damage,
I think you should go for melee form and then die and then metamorphosis.
Yeah. Even if he just sends in illusions, that would be fantastic too.
They're thinking about it, just that they still have to be worried about the black hole. No matter what happened, black hole is good throughout the whole game.
As long as Bane is nearby, you can get the Fiend's Grip cancel. Because Bane, he's going for the 100 cast range. So the range on the grip is quite long.
Demon form, and they're gonna start hitting the towers.
They would pop the BKB as well. Sorry, BKB. Demon form and double damage. Rexes, flips up.
How are they gonna defend this?
What's the play though from TNC? How are they gonna approach this?
He can't do anything. He doesn't know where's DY. If you jump in, it's just a perfect place to black hole, but DY is there.
Yep, Terrorblade making Terrorblade illusions. See Morphling making the Terrorblade.
We will have an axe as well.
They gotta do something because the Raxes are going down for free. Vici lost nothing. They still have Aegis. They got Raxes. TNC, they gotta, during these defenses, they've gotta do something because now Morphling, he's used the Morph up. This is gonna be on cooldown very soon. And with that on cooldown, that's gonna be a major aspect of Morphling not available.
Can't really fight as well. Does have the BKB, but I'm not sure if he's comfortable enough to fight. And this Weaver is level 20. This is a support Weaver level 20, while Armel is level 19. I'm not sure where he got all this experience.
Fade
but
is
now
secretly a core. Fade, sorry.
Yes,
secretly a core.
But now that you have an axe, you can just send Paparazzi forward.
Okay, Cuckoo's
and
sitting in the trees. There, Morphling will spot out Yang as well. They want to go for a jump. They go for it. They're going to try and kill off the Centaur. Remember, he's ready tanky. He heals. The Benigma is here. He's got his BKB used. All the BKBs. They use it just for the Centaur. The Fiend's Grip hasn't been used. And they get the multi-cast off under the base. Nothing to cancel. Yang will finally drop. Huge commitments though. They use all their BKBs and a black hole for Centaur War Heroes. And they're going to keep going. TP out from Nyx. Oh, Fiend's Grip is there.
You should be able to kill Tims though.
Oh my goodness, Tims! Okay, it's 1-1 so far. Oh, and they're gonna keep going. Ninja Boogie gonna go down this time. TNC! They seem so confused.
Yep, they
so confused. And they used so many resources to kill off a Centaur.
Yeah, and Ninja Boogie, inside Ninja Boogie said it was like, the only job that I have is to make sure this Bane doesn't cancel the black hole, but the black hole went to a Centaur, only Centaur. And again, catching one there, and Paparazzi just hits from the back. And the Weaver bought so much time. This Weaver was the reason the black hole was even used, because he used the time lapse, and Centaur was like, you know what, I'm running away, and they're like, you know, we cannot let this Weaver run and boom. And no, the Centaur run and just black hole straight away.
And again, rinse and repeat. No black hole. Vici just pushed up high ground. There is basically no AoE outside of maybe Wukong's command that they're even going to be worried about. It's a Nick. It seems hopeless. It just seems like every single time TNC start to develop this lead, Vici just disassemble them. He's brought back.
Alright, look at the time lapse. There you go.
Okay, they've done some damage to Paparazzi.
Thunder is available.
Can they grab him? I mean, he just sunders his teammate. Now he just turns around onto Armel. Now Armel's going to be on the retreat, forced to waveform away. I mean, what does TNC do? It's just Vici are untouchable.
Yeah, that was a very costly sunder as well, because Ori could have died there to the adaptive strike, but he couldn't use it onto the Armel because of the Lincoln Sphere.
I've got teammates, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you got a cheese, I'm gonna sunder you, use the cheese straight away, alright? Alright, mate.
A golden thread.
Right, friend.
Shan will be up in
another double damage run as well in the river.
1 minute. Who will take it?
I mean, I think they're gonna get the bottle
again.
Blade. Yep, same play. Same play with Paparazzi. Another double damage. And then if TNC, they honestly, last defense at this point. That top lane as the last defense. If they don't fully engage into Vici this time and they get, let's say they get that single man black hole again, I honestly don't know what TNC could have done better. Yeah, because it just seems like they can never get the black hole that they want.
I think it's because of the vision that they don't have. It's still, if they have some kind of vision onto DY, because he's the only guy that can kind of cancel that BKB black hole. So they need to have like wards around their base. Right now they need their wards to be somewhere right at outside their base onto the top lane, because that's where Vici Gaming will be aiming next, so that if they can have the vision onto DY, if the black hole lands onto the Bane and get rid of the Bane like immediately when the black hole is out, I think they kind of will win the team fight straight away, because Arnold can fight this TB.
He can fight the TB, but the thing is, like, he can never get a one-on-one man fight versus TB. Because TB always has backup support. There's ruptures, there's grips, there's stampedes, there's hoof stomps, there's all these spells, and it's preventing TNC from getting that like one-on-one matchup against the Terrorblade. And the thing is, like, Terrorblade, when you're team fighting as well, he just like hits you from like the other side of the map, and you just have to sit there wondering what do you do.
And also Aghanim is completed onto the Centaur as well, so now black hole damage, a lot of it will be negated, like you said.
He had that during the last fight as well, which is the reason why he took so long to die.
Yep.
So, like, just going to show like how long it took for Centaur to die with the axe.
How are they supposed to die now? They have axe onto the Centaur, they have Sunder onto the Terrorblade, they have axe on the Weaver. They can keep this Terrorblade alive like forever if they want to.
Exactly. Almost crazy. Well, we'll see if there's any plans here for TNC. I mean, the biggest play they can make is cashing out all those key heroes in black holes.
Yeah. And we see the discipline come up from VG Gaming as well. Don't want to commit into the fight just because they don't have the Aegis and Cheese on their side. So they're gonna wait for it and then go for the high ground push. A lot been coming up from VG Gaming. Although they have the lead, 16k gold lead, they're not overdoing it. They're gonna play it safe.
Double damage Terrorblade. Oh boy.
Oh, jump in.
Oh, they found the ogre.
You wanna come in?
Get taken down. I don't think they're gonna. They're on the low ground. Gotta be safe.
Brain Set will get the kill. And this should be a good Roshan timing. Is in how long? In 40 seconds.
40. So it's really close. Really close.
Study done.
Okay.
Gabby.
Interesting choice. I'll make him tanky. Great for chase. Gives him lots of stats.
And now both of their carries are forced to get an MKB as well, just to counter that amount of butterfly that VG Gaming have. They do have 2 butterfly.
And now going onto the Centaur, they do get it, and no Stampede as well. Looking for the Black Hole. Cuckoo gets a cancel straight away, and he's gonna be killed off by that Terrorblade right off the bat. Armel having to morph into Strength. Terrorblade just wailing on him. Gabby though being chased down by Paparazzi. Hit with the Skadi, he's getting slowed up. Armel needs to get out of there. He's actually quite tanky now. Ori's gonna be very careful. Fade coming in from the backside, hoping to maybe latch onto some bugs. Paparazzi's still here as well, but it looks like that might just be the fight. Vici wanting to re-engage, but TNC not going to have any of it.
They will go for the Roshan. The Roshan is up, and we see that another failed black hole there. Finn's grip, perfect. Straight away, the moment you see the black hole, Finn's grip, cancel it, take the fight. I don't care if I die, but as long as the big team fight, the one team fight spell from TNC is being ruined, I'm happy, says the Bane, and DY is just happy with that buyback. They got the Roshan as well. Refresh shot is also available for Paparazzi. He can pop the demon form twice now.
Yeah, that was the black hole coming out from Cuckoo was very ambitious. He was hoping he could catch both heroes, but he got neither.
Yep.
He
really need to get that DY. He just need to make sure this Bane dies or someone.
I don't even think it's the Bane. I just feel like his positioning hasn't really been on point with these enigmas. We see a lot of times enigmas, they like hide in the tree lines, they have Force Staff and Blink to get themselves into position. It looks like they're gonna jump right onto the high ground, Injury down to half HP. Tim's as well just gets deleted. I didn't even feel him at all. Tower going down, Paparazzi wailing on this tower. He's still sitting in the tree.
Do you have the ulti now?
I mean, what can he do? He's sitting in the tree lines. He wants to work on command, but look at the positioning here for Avicii. They know Gabby's in the tree line. What's it here, Cuckoo?
Radiant's top
try to push them back with the... Okay, they get the stun off onto Papa. Oh, they're killing Paparazzi. They get the kill. Got buyback though, and now his team's going to be on the retreat. TNC still looking for more. Can they find it though? Oh, the 3-man they're turning around. The stun though. Ori wants to turn around. He gets hit with the multicast. He's still trying to fight though. This might be a mistake from the Bloodseeker. Oh,
the time lapse.
The time lapse from Fade, keeping his teammate alive, and now it's going to be this tanky Centaur.
Yang still have the cheese. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. His teammates, they've abandoned him. He's not going to eat it. He said, okay, I'm going to sacrifice myself, but my teammates will stay alive. That hoof stomp play. And the time lapse onto Ori. I think they were just egging Ori to go. They're just like, just go in, dude. We've got your back. We got your back.
But they did get the melee creep on both sides. So Super Crit is deployed on all 3 lanes now. They just need to destroy this range Rex, and this should be a mega creep for them. But of course there is no Aegis, no cheese. No, cheese is still available on the Centaur, but refresher shot being used as well.
Yep. So a lot of things being used. Still got some assets left. That was such a good hoof stomp. That was also, you can say to a certain degree, TNC maybe getting a bit too antsy with that kill. Sort of when you chase someone, you get grouped up and everything. So bit of a misplay. I'm going to try and push up onto the high ground, force out some of these buybacks. Terrorblade does not want to buy back for 10 seconds. So if you're a TNC, you're going to want to push right now before he comes back. No Centaur over 50. Actually, do they even consider fighting into this when there's no Centaur? Silence. He's going to be hit onto Gabby. He's getting hit with the Rupture.
That Rupture here. Black Hole is available. You want to go to?
Okay.
He's free to use it.
Oh, the Black Hole! It's like the 2 heroes! There's no way to protect them! That's the Aegis gone onto the Bloodseeker. Terrorblade is there, Paparazzi. He gets the steal off onto Tim's. He's super low. Fade is here as well. He gets to re-engage. He's managed to walk out of there. There's no more disables left. Ori's come back into the fray as well. That was a great black hole, but no more follow-up left for TNC. And now Ninja Boogie. Is he going to go down? Armel wants to re-engage. He's morphed into the Weaver. He's killed the Ori. Beautiful combo. But now he has to man-fight this big bad Paparazzi. But there's no Demon Form. Oh, Gabby almost getting the Boundless strike off. Almost getting the Boundless.
Alright, Paparazzi now back at the front line. Just only need another 8 seconds to use his Thunder. Can get this. I think it's more painful for TNC there. No, actually it's more painful for VG Gaming. They managed to defend the tower, but they lost their Aegis and also the Bloodseeker, and they forced out a buyback. So it looks like VG Gaming wants to end this game now.
Yep, they want to end the game now, or they're just going to push the creeps and then hope maybe just wait for another Roche respawn. Honestly, Vici, they are not pressured into ending this game anytime soon.
I'm not sure why he bought back. There's 2 heroes with buybacks on the side of TNC. Both Morphling and the Monkey King, both of them do have the buyback.
We're going to start slowly taking some of these Raxes because we've got a couple of Raxes still sprinkling at TNC's base. So Rax number 1 taken down. Next Rax, okay, they're going to jump on the Ogre. No commitment for TNC. Ghost Scepter will create space for Ninja Boogie. He's still hit with the Rupture, so
they
we
want to
can't
go for the Mega Crips. One more Rax. This is the last one.
Ninja Boogie's still... Okay, Ninja Boogie's going to have to bleed himself out there. No buyback.
Oh no!
Oh, Amel! Oh, the beautiful time lapse! And the black hole! Can they kill him off though? Where's the backup? They gotta save that Terrorblade! He gets it! He gets the heal off! That's gonna be... Oh my god! Gabby! Doing the damage! They kill off the Terrorblade! He has buyback though. His team has dispersed, but they have the Raxes.
Wait, what? How did he get his...
Was that time lapse? I think it was cheese. Was it cheese?
How did he get another black hole?
What do you mean another black hole?
He just used the black hole in the lane. Oh, he had a refresher orb. It's in the courier.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay.
Okay, I didn't know he had a refresher orb in the courier. Okay. Wait, what? But they did get the Mega Crypt. That is what is important, and buyback is still available for the Terrorblade.
Yeah, TNC right now, they're hoping there's no buyback left on this Terrorblade, but...
It is available also onto the Viva. I think Viva don't mind dying now.
He doesn't. Monkey King has a monkey. He's got his item. He's got the Monkey King bar.
Bar, yes.
So he's got the himself bar. Okay. So.
All right, Hex is done onto the Weaver as well. So do you have one form of lockdown onto the both Monkey King and also the Morphling?
Also, great play from Enigma. He's got Eidolons and creeps. Oh, we're running in the wrong direction. Are they coming middle? Okay, apparently the Eidolons do not want to push the creep way.
They want to get their...
They're rebelling.
Shrines.
Goddamn children don't listen nowadays.
Alright, they're gonna group up, they're gonna wait for this Terrorblade to come, and then they're gonna push. But of course, they're gonna push. These creeps push really fast, but yeah, we do have the Battle Fury and he can clear the wave really fast as well. But I'm not sure if they can actually push the wave themselves. If they even if they win a team fight, chances of VG Gaming just buying BOTs and tipping to the ancient and kill is still possible.
Okay, so if you're Cuckoo, what talent do you go for this game?
Sure, actually. Because
he technically they've got Mega Creep. They could push with demonic conversions, but then Maleficist, 5 instances of Maleficist is great. So that sort of depends. Like they could essentially use all of the Eidolons to push the waves. Oh my goodness, Monkey King! Oh, Monkey King! Do not leave the base, Gabby. Do not leave the base.
Oh, not enough.
Oh, stop! The team's coming in. He's stunned. He's down to half. He's hexed up. They've killed the monkey. Grip is used as well as Armel. He is morphed into the Centaur. He's gonna try and jump forward. He's got nothing left. He's waveforming forward. They're gonna go onto the Centaur. Silence is there. Aura going in with the BKB, rushing forward. Get the stun.
Armel is low.
He's silent. He can't. He's got buyback. Black hole of the century. Gabby coming in. Here comes command. Boundless strike on the 2. Death everywhere. And the only survivor is that Centaur. He is out of there. But TNC coming in with the... Oh my goodness.
That buyback from Gabby was just perfect. It's like, I have black hole. Alright, I'm coming in. Keep it straight away. And the
just look at him. He's like, guys, you gotta guide this guy. My children. And, oh my goodness.
And the fact that Ninja Boogie managed to cancel that Phoenix Straight from the high ground and the multicast straight away killed the Bane. Bane straight away like became useless. If he was there, if the Findrick was the whole duration, I think Armel would have been dead like much earlier, and I don't think there could have been that much death on the side of Vici Gaming. But
there's buybacks, okay?
Yeah, there is buyback.
There are buybacks. But the good news here for TNC, the creep waves are so in favor of TNC right now. Top wave, incredibly pushed. Bottom lane being pushed by Armel. He's got no bridge of travels, but he can travel back into that middle lane just by walking. So all the lanes are pushed. There is no chance of any sort of pushback here for Vici. So now it's time for them to defend while they wait out this death timer for Ori, because they have buybacks.
They're gonna force the buyback though. I think they can let go of this one Rex.
They can let go of one Rex.
They want to buy back.
Okay, Weaver's there. There's still no Terrorblade. Terrorblade would not want to buy back right now for those extra 20 seconds. You do not want to buy back last minute. They got to finish up these Raxes.
But if they go for tier 4 straight away, they have to buy back.
No, I think they're going for Raxes. They're trying to trade. They're trying to trade the towers and the Raxes so that at least when it comes to these creep waves pushing, it's not going to be so painful.
He's doing so much damage.
They gotta hurry up 4 seconds. Beautiful setup for Yang. They're trying to set up for this Terrorblade to TP in. He's gonna go right next to the Raxes. Here's the retreat for TNC. They need to get out of here right now. Hex is there, gonna kill off the bugs. Grip is there, gets cancelled instantly. Wukong's command. Gonna send everyone on Vici back. Vici. I think for Vici, they're just glad they didn't lose anything else in that.
Yeah. They didn't buy back onto the Terrorblade. I think that's a win for them. If anything goes wrong, they can still buy back. But he doesn't have enough gold though. He needs to farm a bit more, maybe 3 to 4 creeps, and then maybe things will change. But
smart from TNC.
This could be big. They do have double black hole. Refresher is up, BKB is up.
Oh, Enigma, they know something's up with the Roche pit. Cuckoo, he's nervous. Cuckoo was nervous.
Dire's top shrine.
Cuckoo, you gotta be very careful. I think Cuckoo...
They're giving Roche. I think they're gonna give Roche. Look at TNC. They have to defend the base.
Yeah, that is the problem. They have to defend the base and also fight for this Roche. That's one advantage that Vici Gaming have that they don't.
Oh my goodness, Hurricane Pike available on the Morphling. Okay, so they've picked up items. They're sacking this Roche. They're absolutely sacking the Roche. They say, guys, we need to prepare for a base defense because their last T4 tower, 62 HP.
And
the hero tower.
He doesn't regen as well, and there's a DD available.
Oh, there's a refresher shard in the pit. Yeah, don't forget that. It's gonna be double shard now. It's shard on the centaur. That's double stampede.
Oh, that's a long duration of damage reduction.
Exactly.
Dire are scarce.
Okay.
This could be the last team fight.
Comes a push and shove for Vici. Their last base defense. All the creeps in favor of Vici Gaming right now. Bottom lane, luckily for TNC, is not pushed in. Not pushed in. Armel actually going into Terrorblade Demon form to try and push some of these creeps back. You have to use some of these
on the other side.
Okay, try to look for an angle. He's looking for an angle. Creeps though, they're really starting to push.
Ninja Boogie, you need to stun that
Power's
thing.
down. Okay, and Paparazzi's just gonna go straight.
Alright, this is the one.
This is the play. And this is going to be so confusing for TNC. Who do you go for? The Fiend's Grip? Yep, there's a refresher shot used onto Yang. That's going to be another stampede damage reduction. Black Hole for nothing! Cuckoo, what are you doing? He gets it, but he dies to the Terrorblade illusions. And this might just be it for TNC. We get some more tips for Cuckoo. And it looks like Vici Gaming are going to be able to 2-0 TNC.
That is GG. Actually, he actually caught the Weaver. But the pushback came from the Morphling's strength, so he got pushed out from the black hole. So just like that, the game is over for TNC Predator as Vici Gaming will secure 2-0.
EG actually have a ward here in the jungle, so they did have eyes on the Phoenix, opting to play it safe.
This time they'll likely commit to the push. I mean, this is S4's job, right? You want 4 heroes top, S4 on the complete opposite side. As long as he survives any sort of a scythe play, which he will because he sees XS now, he should be okay. Trent said optimistically. Okay, here come the TPs.
Here we go, S4 trying to pressure forward. Mirana with the arrow, it does not connect. Pin of Malice just comes out half a second too late. However, it will stop Fenrir in his tracks, and that'll secure the kill on Ogre. But they do not get the high prize Necrophos.
They did get the tower though still, so objective achieved in the top lane.
True.
Knocking the Necrophos does hurt, but it is still wins for EG. Their advantage further forward.
3K net worth lead, baby.
This is the by far the least like Roshi game we've had so far. Every other game has had very clear like Roche takers, and it was very like it was obvious how much they were playing around with this game.
It's almost like comical how bad these teams are at killing Roche.
Yeah, it feels like it's never gonna happen. Like it'll take quite the lead. I mean, Morph can certainly be the best one in this game, I would say, because you can just kind of sneak it with a single person tank, just damage. But
eventually, not quite at that point though.
Your boy Underlord though, he used to do it. That percent based. It was a
I
wonderful
miss those
time.
days, dude. I miss those days. The Firestorm working on Roche with the percentage HP burn. Oh,
he felt pickable.
Oh,
quite a time. S4, of course, proving that wrong. Second game in a row here, looking to grab another win for EG on the hero.
That was one of those changes that I was sad when it was implemented, but I couldn't argue. That shit was so broken.
Yeah, it was,
he killed Roche just
so
dumb fast. Almost didn't make sense.
Tyler. Feels like a Monkey King game.
Double damage in the bottle of the Storm Spirit right now. They will smoke around it.
To his credit, he hasn't died here, but there's no way. You cannot smoke into the Radiant jungle right now. You have to go into your jungle. Like, you can't kill Underlord. For the love of God.
Oh, I mean, not even going to get a chance. He's going to Dark Rift already. S4 with the game sense. He's out of here, dude.
They must have thought that they were baiting. Like, they think the entire Radiant must be down there. That's the only way this moving.
Damage.
Brandon, am I confused here? What's this Belt of Strength on the Storm Spirit? Is that just some casual extra HP there?
Hanging out, dude.
Just hanging out with a belt? Pants were falling down, so he picked it up?
It must be his Necronomicon. That must be it, right?
Yeah, well, naturally.
Just makes sense. So
it's
there's a lot of magic burst.
It's still relatively rare that you see that as like just a value strength pickup. You know, I don't even know if the math indicates that that is a value pickup.
Yeah, I have no idea. My only guess would be he was partially buying Treads and Kaya and accidentally made Treads with the first robe or something.
Now that actually could have happened.
And
that
he
could
didn't
be true.
Notice and didn't disassemble or something. I don't know.
A little peculiar. Very, very small thing, but peculiar. Curious if there was something I was missing there. Thought this might be some new age Storm strat that I wasn't privy to.
Oh, it's peculiar.
Bottom tier 1 does get finished off though, so another objective for Team Aster. Mail still very comfortably. The #1 farmer has his Maelstrom now, and BKB queued up. Standard stuff for the Mirana, but scary nonetheless.
So now you can see the lines very clearly drawn here from Fly. I love the Fly. He's a very dry captain. He always writes the lines all over the map what he wants to do. So he's pushing down that mid lane. Now he's drawn a, okay, we're smoking this way, going in here. Kind of gives you a line as to what they're thinking about the current.
He's just helping out us spectator. You know, Fly's that kind of guy.
He's the kind. I mean, look at this too. Like, you see that vision up in the dire jungle. It's like, look how safe Arteezy is. Like, unless they're smoking, he's gonna be fine. So you just need to see like one hero on the way, and life's good.
Sylar down bottom will use the haunt. It'll be an easy survival, but still a minor victory for EG, forcing that cooldown. It's a long one, 180 seconds.
Don't stupendous. Oh, but Arteezy can't really punish it. He's getting that greedy. Crit saw it coming too. Can't punish it though.
It's both for Lover.
Okay, so they've got 3, right? Yeah, because Phoenix got the 1 bottom, so only a single for Sumail on the side of EG. That's gonna help cut into the lead a little bit.
I mean, this game still feels very much like EG is control and kind of setting the tempo, but I'm still impressed with Lover's ability to keep his composure. He's recovered his farm decently well. He's right middle of the pack. He's got his Kaya. He's got the Bloodstone. Still pretty far away, but you know he's got it queued up.
Yep.
Based on the start, this could be a lot worse for the Storm Spirit right now.
It could, but I mean, one thing is they've traded off a lot of the farm onto the support range. Oh my god, that arrow actually on the pit.
And up top, Fenrir kind of walks into him. He's going to get caught. He'll be the first one to go down. Lover now trying to put the pressure onto Tiny. Reaper's Scythe is there, and they'll find the kill.
and leave a purulent corpse.
More for runaway, but that's a great kill. That's probably the best hero they can kill right now, honestly, because he has a lot of unreliable gold and cutting into that Blink Dagger timing. Because once that Blink Dagger is done, that's when they're just going to start approaching towers and look for the backstab for crit. Toss on a single hero here would be very bad. They don't really have a good mechanism against it. Like, as long as they don't toss Storm, pretty much anyone else should just die. I think EG could probably commit to this bottom tier 1-2. They missed a chance on the catapult wave.
Oh, Winner's Curse mid onto the Necro. Sumail misses the arrow. Didn't have a great angle with the creeps, but still unfortunate.
Middle is missing.
I'm sure even Sumail's laughing that one. That was
missing mid
is very true. I mean, it was a really tough angle. He
really was.
Leap across the creep wave, and at that point, the distance, like, they probably wouldn't even get the kill if he hit that arrow.
Exactly.
So.
It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. So he went for it.
Kobe.
that was a shack right there, I think.
Camping. Look at these supports just like stalking around their Storm Spirit. Just like, oh please, stay alive, dude. Watching out for any potential smokes. Arteezy's farming Diary. Not usually a very good sign for the Dire team.
Yes. Have his Dragonlance before too long. S4 is getting a lot of space this game, though. He's got the pipe, and now he's got Guardian Creeps.
He would probably have the least interesting heat map ever. Arteezy jumped on.
Over here. I think this might be a dead Morphling. Do they have the detection?
Oh, you always get one.
No detection. Oh, there's the dust on the Phoenix.
Oh, that's pretty sick. The Courier helping out with the team.
But too little, too late. Arteezy able to waveform away.
Yeah, he's got that waveform range, too. The Agi talent. I feel like the waveform range becoming more popular too.
Yeah, a lot of utility.
You used to only see it versus Bloodseeker. That was like it. And everyone else would just go for the Agi instead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Only see the value in the rain.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I think it's really strong.
Smoke rotation. Nice deep ward on the plateau.
Oh man, that could have been really bad. They would have been like smoking right into the Wyvern, but I guess there's actually not a lot of physical damage to capitalize on for a Wyvern in this game.
Tiny does have a Blink Dagger, by the way. Saw it there as he almost got caught. Able to blink back to safety as S4. TP's out down bottom. So he heads to the mid lane.
They leave some great vision in the area too. Diva actually gets dewarded, but they've instantly shifted the attention. Like, they know they were all chasing S4 down there, so instantly they TP back out. They move into the Roche pit. They want to push this tower. Like, this is now the whole playground.
Roshan attempt. Like you said, the Morphling does enough damage that if you've got somebody to absorb the blows, aka Underlord, might have a chance at finishing this off. 5 seconds stun. Will Aster get in a position?
It really is some terrible rushing.
This is... He's at half HP.
He's so long to respond.
I mean, S4 can't even tank it all the way through. They have to rotate who tanks. And Aster just not in a position to deal with this.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of shows how risky this is too, right? Like, where crit has to be positioned. If this was sniffed out at all from Aster, with a haunt and egg, the punishment would have been pretty brutal.
They get away with it, though, and Aegis ends up going to Arteezy.
And the most important thing about that, honestly, I think, is denying it away from the Storm Spirit. Because that would allow you to play really aggressively and try and start snowballing someone on Lover, especially if he could get into the Bloodstone.
How would Aster kill Roche even in the next 10 minutes?
I mean
at least Morphling does some damage. I mean, literally, who's going to right-click it down? The Necro? The Spectre? I mean, they actually just can't kill it.
I'm just saying, it would be more beneficial for your opponents than yourselves, honestly.
Well, it is, yes, it is true that Storm is one of the best Aegis carriers in the game. I can't argue with that.
You are fully correct that there's no way they could have killed it.
Dragonlance is up on the Arteezy Morphling, and now Black King Bar will be coming. Some magic immunity and be high priority for EG. Marana's is pretty close, about 1,100 away. Or no, 400 away, I'm sorry.
That was only 12 kills this.
Yeah.
It's been a little quiet, I suppose.
Oh, they walk into a sentry. Crit gets initiated on, toss back, Storm jumps in. There's the Reaper's Scythe, and they bring down Crit straight away. Now Arteezy trying to make the getaway. Looks like he will get out.
Not the best game since the Blink came out. Hasn't really been able to find too much.
Kind of a bold rotation, but I don't think they were expecting all 5 of Aster to be positioned right there at that particular.
Man, he was snowballing so hard on this Tiny too. Definitely slowed down quite a bit. Like, if you get that super early Blink, it feels like you just own the whole game and you can kill every single hero. But he just kind of missed that window by like 3 or 4 minutes, and everyone gets a few more levels. A little bit tankier, can't just solo kill people. Oh, speaking of solo
set up on the fly. Yeah, Lover gets caught by the Winner's Curse.
Can't use him.
And they will grab Fenrir all the while this fight's breaking out. They might get this kill on the Storm. Yules stops Sumail, but they are on the hunt. Now XXS is on the run. On the other side, Arteezy finishes off Baboka. It's a disastrous fight for Aster across the map. They are going to dive past. They still want this Necro. Pit of Malice down for another 5, but the arrow connects and the Necrophos will fall. 5 down as EG rip this game apart 13-4.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
The Stars is trying to initiate on a Wyvern and suddenly you lose 4 heroes?
Yeah, I was watching the Storm fight that whole time, but Arteezy was just in the back line picking off the support.
Killed Fenrir, and they grab a secondary kill there as well. Now they're going to get the tower.
Has fallen.
All while still having Aegis, right? Yeah. And still having it for like 2.5 minutes.
Gonna dive past the tower.
Ooh, we got greedy on that.
Yeah, looking for Fenrir. Sylar makes it back up to the high ground. G want to do here. Not going to chip at the tier 3 mid too much, but it looks like they may rally down bottom. Pressure the tier 2 instead. That is the last outer tower remaining for Aster. They've also picked up 2 tower kills themselves, but 2 tier 1s still standing mid and top. EG with big time map control.
Is this worth going for without? The curse is back up. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I was just thinking like, it actually looks like an okay time to fight. This was an interesting item at Hamburg that we talked about quite a bit because it's
the Guardian Greaves.
Yeah, it's been buffed to the point now where it's every 40 seconds. It's pretty nice.
It's really good. It's expensive. That's the drawback, of course, but.
Blink in right onto that Phoenix. Absolutely zero chance with the arrow follow-up as well. Actually, no buyback. They won't know that. I mean, buyback is so cheap on this hero, especially the GPM talent. Hell, he'd probably even have it by the time he needs it. He's just kind of whittling away very quickly. Oh, but what a time to be pushing Sylar so close to the Radiance.
Oh, wow.
That is painful.
Yeah, he's even got the recipe. The moment where you absolutely do not want to die.
Arteezy with the self-bloodlusting. Waiting to give it to Sumail first before changing back perhaps.
Whiff already been used. Here's the initiation on the back line, but the Guardian Greaves are there right away. Remember, Arteezy has the Aegis, so happy to take some damage here. Turns into the Ogre, turns back into the Morphling, and now they bring down Fenrir.
You have learned.
Man, S4 is a bold dude. He's still just holding pipe. I can't believe that. It's like initiating on his Morph, or his Morphinus Mirana. He's like, I think it's fine. But he'll pop it now. Just using it to protect the creep wave. Give him some time versus the Necro and another zip in on that Aegis.
Tier 3, taking a lot of damage here.
Right, Radiance is here, go!
This is the time. You got to lose this Aegis quick. It only has about 30 seconds left. Here's the Haunt. They will bring down Baboka. Reaper's Scythe not going to do anything. Arteezy almost goes down, but does survive through all the damage. And EG ready to back out. They'll leave that tier 3 standing at 66 HP, or maybe not. They're going to go back in for more. Arteezy, big damage onto Fenrir. Great hit of Malice, but XXS gets tossed into the back line, and now it's just too much. Fenrir will go down, the winner's curse.
Lover has to clean up. This can actually get them back in the game.
They did kill Sumail. Crit now getting very low. EG overextending here, and Aster are punishing. There's the Aegis. They kill it still with some time to spare, as now Fly's going to get brought down. S4 with the Dark Rift. He's going to try to be the exit vehicle for Arteezy, and their taxi will make it back without getting a speeding ticket this time.
Little bit painful on that. Like going back in for that tower, but like Sumail aggressively using the BKB
and
to go for the egg.
They didn't even get the tower.
Okay, that is shocking. I thought for sure they had it. I didn't even check. That's actually ridiculous.
Yeah,
so they got a 2K gold swing.
Huge one.
Yeah, that means that they get to keep the shrines. That might get sniped, honestly. It is so low. Like, that could just be a morph play at some point, but one of the more difficult ones to reach at the point in the game. So they'll likely be able to hold that for a while.
Yeah. But still, EG overstepping 17-7, 7K net worth lead. Lucky number 7 here.
It looks good blue because they still had like some of their spells up and everything, but the BKB being down on Sumail just changes everything. He can't play quite as aggressively, and he just gets zipped on, and Sunray even ended up finishing him there from Boga, and yeah, it was.
Now Storm's just about at the Bloodstone as well. There it is.
Stupendous.
Fortunate for him, he couldn't have had it before that fight to get a couple extra charges, but still a good pickup nonetheless. Down bottom, maybe some initiation onto S4. Nope. Back out instead.
So Sylar, throughout all of that, he gets his Radiance. He doesn't have to buy back. It's fine. He's still 1-0-4. Has not died. So that means he's keeping that gold flow incoming. He's going to be up the Yashin.
Well, you cursed him, Trent. Look at that. He walks right into him, and down he goes. Another one for Arteezy.
He was really far out. That's it. He has no buyback.
Yep.
Yeah, he bought out. That was a smart call to buy out. Like, the waves are far enough that it should be okay. Although I wouldn't be surprised. Crit might just blink in here, honestly. I feel like that's worth it.
Jump in onto Arteezy. Storm with the Vortex. Harassing right now. Drops the Replicate. Comes a Storm Spirit.
Oh man, I would want to blink on that tower so bad if I was crit right now. Just like grab a tree, get on in there. Even Sumail, like, tower was so low with the wave coming in mid.
G securing some vision advantage.
They're just gonna go for the easy push here, so. Surely this time they'll grab it and then they can just try and collect themselves and gather over to the shrine. They're not even gonna try and defend this too wholeheartedly here. Oh, maybe they are.
I don't know. S4 taking a lot of damage. They're forced to use the Guardian Greaves, but they do finish off the tower.
You go, Cardi. At least the catapult is focused here. And so that means they're going to be holding the Winter's Curse back towards the shrine.
Bottom shrine is
no way you can test this from Aster.
No. They do pick up a smoke on the Ogre, though, so they might come out to try to do something. Hero does have a Yules as well as a Lotus Orb now.
No way you can test this as Aster.
Well, apparently we were wrong. And they saved the shrine.
I'm a little surprised. They, like, forcing them back when they still have the BKB up. Like, the only thing missing was Morph, I'm pretty sure. But I guess Greaves and Pipe were on cooldown at the time. Very defensive from EG. They also kind of, like, they held back a little bit, too.
Pretty far forward. He does have some support nearby, but they're just going to jump on him. There's the Yule's Scepter. Now Storm jumps in the back line, trying to finish off the Winter Wyvern, and he is going to get it. Moonlight Shadows come out. Can EG disengage here? Looks like the answer is yes. Limited detection. Dust is used. Now Underlord going to be the target that gets initiated on. He does have the Dark Rift, pops the pipe, but might not have time to use it. The Reaper's Scythe will finish him off. And on the other side, they do finish off Lover. Phoenix Egg gets deployed. Looks like they won't have any way to stop it. And Arteezy will get stunned as the Supernova goes off. He goes down. They bring Fenrir down. Sylar as well, but it's going to cost Sumail his life. Storm's back in the fray thanks to that Bloodstone. And it's a pretty disastrous fight for EG. Not able to find crit here.
Yeah, he hops into the trees. The Lover won't find him, but there's also a regen on top.
Big swing here, Trent.
Yep.
2,300 net worth gain for Aster. Big experience gain as well.
So they push out, they start hunting towards EG onto the shrine. EG retreat, they back away, but it felt like they were kind of retreating out of formation.
Yeah.
And started to get picked off one by one, and that initiation onto S4 didn't look too good. Very optimistic, honestly, from Aster, but the response wasn't there, like, right away from any of the supporting cast, so they quickly put him down, and then those long zips and initiation from Lover. Like, again, this guy, he's exactly what this team needed, honestly.
Yeah, I'm starting to believe, Trent. He's really impressed me so far.
1-6-8. The scoreline doesn't look too good, but I feel like now that he has the tools, he is playing quite well.
Yeah.
Then again, he also just lost a bunch of Bloodstone charges.
He's back at 11. You know, he got some additional charges as they cleaned up that fight, so could have been worse for sure.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
Now, a Rod of Atos up on S4. Okay. Great item on the Underlord.
Ooh, crit goes right in there.
Yep, gonna catch the Ogre. They'll toss him back to the low ground here. And the big boy finished off again. Roche is up. EG
and the big boy
starting to move in, and okay. That's Roche too. Likely to go to the Evil Geniuses. No buyback on the Ogre. Don't think Aster can really contest this. And a little easier for EG now. More
you know what
damage on
happens when you
Sumail.
say they can't contest this, right? Like, what's a guaranteed event on that phrase?
I mean, they can certainly try, but no Haunt. A little scary.
If they go for this kill, the Haunt's almost up.
Necro does get brought down, though.
Like, that might be enough.
Does have a buyback. Phoenix caught by the Winter's Curse. Buyback now used by the Necro, and it looks like you were right. They're going to walk out of the pit.
That's actually fine, I think. Like, is the Necrophos. Oh, the only problem is they still can't Roche. If they had any semblance of a decent Roche, so they can't really put that threat into EG.
Yep, arrow flies across, hits one of the illusions as Crit kind of stuck inside.
He's holding that sight on XSS. He wants a better target.
Oh, S4 going to get left behind, though. Supernova gets used.
Look at XSS. That whole team of EG. He's just in there.
Crit very low. He might be able to get this first kill. He needs that reset. Lover actually comes in and cleans it up. EG in big trouble here. BKB used by Sumail. Trying to get that turn onto Lover. Does bring him down, but again, it costs him his life. Sumail will use the buyback.
They got to get this Necro.
It's another great fight.
Gotta fight. I mean,
he's low on cooldowns, but they can't finish him off.
If you guys were wondering why he is a first pick overall hero, he just walked into 4. Fenrir will walk into an arrow too.
But they get Roche on the Dire side, and now it's Sylar who's got Aegis Cheese. Trent, Aster,
game 1, baby.
Aster might be doing it again. It's only a 1K net worth lead for EG overall. You look at that gold graph, and well, it hasn't updated quite yet, but it's about to take a downward spiral in favor of Team Aster. Unfortunately for the Storm Spirit, he died again, so he's now down to 8 Bloodstone charges, but huge for the Spectre. I mean, Sylar is officially online now. The Spectre went from non-factor to a real threat.
Yeah, it's so weird how a game can shift like that. Like, you arrow this Necrophos, and you're like, oh, sick, we can just kill Necro. And that actually slows down your Roche to the point where suddenly they have a Haunt available when they wouldn't have had it. Could have just, like, taken the Aegis if you left him stunned there. At the same time, though, forcing out that buyback from the Necrophos, this game could potentially run into some problems, right, if they just get that kill on the Necrophos. He has the cheese, so it's difficult. And again, do they not have a Scythe once more? Oh, sorry, they don't have a Spirit Vessel again, right? Like,
correct.
Another game from EG where they're not earning it up here.
Spirit Vessel, pretty good against Necro. What does the Spectre go for next year? He's just hit level 20.
It's actually 3 games in a row where they haven't bought an urn. Just making sure I'm not crazy. That's so weird.
Yeah, missing out on some value. But Spectre level 20 gets that 500 extra health, so this is a break point for him. What do you build next?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is really close. This is the guy they need to keep alive.
Light Shadow. How much time left? Will expire.
The hesitation for EG, it's so tempting. They're just like right there. And you see the pings from Aster, like, oh snap. They were just all hanging out there.
Spectre with Manta, Aegis, I don't know. I wouldn't want to jump that either.
No. They don't want to burn like Winter's Curse or something to the Aegis. Although Winter's Curse, again, not a huge factor of this game. Are you saying what's Sylar going for next?
Yeah.
Is that what you were wondering? How does Heart look this game? Kind of okay.
Pretty good. Sort of my first thought.
It's certainly, you want a survivability item, and nothing else really seems necessary. I don't think he needs a KB.
Radiant's top tower is under
There's going to be a butterfly coming out on our team's Morphling.
Structures are fortified.
They don't really have a great solution for that on the side of Aster.
Radiant's
Spectre, not an MKB kind of hero.
Yeah, not a big. Some sort of survivability, and it's mostly a magic-based lineup from EG, so that's why I look right to Heart. I don't think you need the BKB. You want to focus on
Heart
Sun Ray.
on the way for Necro as well. He's got that Reaver,
nice. Sun Ray and all the heals.
Reaver now. They're going to get this kill onto the Ogre. Nice arrow from Sumail as well. Not able to get any more here, though. They do defend that tier 2, and Aster will just have to back up.
Fritz just like in between the team and the shrine. He might just get caught here.
I think so. Sort of an awkward position. Now Sylar is going to be inbound. Hits him with a dagger. Nowhere for the Rockman to go.
And they can't finish off Bobica. He slips out of there.
Buyback also used by Fenrir. Now Aster seem to be the ones kind of controlling the tempo of this game. BKB picked up on Storm. A game changer for this hero for sure. We're getting a lot of farm as he clears out that big wave bottom.
Prepping for the bounty room here. Gonna bring down the Underlord and see. Oh, the Storm Spirit.
He's pretty low on mana.
I mean, he has his BKB, but he's so low.
I don't know if you want to waste that 10-second charge.
Oh my God.
He didn't even suicide either.
That, I mean, I can understand how you're not expecting that, but that really hurt. That's just like a death for no reason, right?
Yeah.
Like you're out here pushing this wave with no resources.
Is there any reason not to suicide there? Is that just
I think he thought he might make it out. That's the only thing I could think of. He thought maybe he'd get a zip dodge and something.
He had like 15% mana or something. Not the place to be. Good use of the Dark Rift, though, to get so many heroes there so quickly so they could actually capitalize on that.
Yeah. The old bounty room bait.
Oh, look at this. Sumail also going for a butterfly. I think EG reading this very well that Aster really don't have a good MKB carrier.
I mean, do they do any physical damage anyway, though? Physical damage is pretty low from Aster overall.
Yes.
So I don't think it's...
But it'll become more relevant the longer the game goes on. Storm relies on right clicks for a lot of his damage, so...
Yeah. I think it's just mostly like it is a defensive item that also has mostly offensive implications.
Correct, yeah. It feels like a value pickup here, I guess. Arrow flies through, going to be off the mark, but this Phoenix going in deep does get off the Supernova. They're going to try to focus it down. Do they have the damage? Yes, but Boca falls first. BKB's popped a huge amount of damage coming in this fight. It's Sylar that's very low, but he still has the Aegis. Not the target you want to go for if you're EG here. Reaper's Sight does not finish off crit. Just barely survives. 10 HP as he walks away. It's not over yet, though.
He almost burned to death there. I think Aster been baited in by a bad egg here. Feels like a little bit of an unnecessary fight. Then Bubblecup buys back. He doesn't have egg. It feels like they just lost a lot for absolutely nothing.
Yep. It's not a huge amount. It's about a 1K net worth swing, so certainly an advantage for EG.
Though, dude. They wasted the Scythe.
Oh, you're right.
It's not good. No
bad fight.
Now this gives an option in for the Radiant push here. If EG want to maybe wait for the Winner's Curse. Again, Winner's not even that great. It's honestly just like, I like how Fly was using it to push the Necro just on the side. He's just like, okay, I'm just going to curse this guy. Just like, keep him out of the engagement for a little bit, protect my teammates from the possibilities of the Scythe.
Heart secured on Sylar now.
Firing it up, and finally going to get the shrine.
He's going to go for a butterfly himself.
Surely, Aster will not contest. Arteezy goes for the shrine, but no egg, no haunt.
I think this time actually pretty hard to contest. No haunt, yeah, there's nothing. Going to be a freebie. Arteezy gets some gold for the team.
Thanks.
Butterfly Gaming. Scotty going to be up next for our Morphling. 37 minutes in and pretty strikingly even here. Both teams just kind of sectioned off their side of the map right now.
Radiant's top tower has
kind of that moment as we're transitioning from mid-game to late game. Both sides waiting for the other to make a mistake that they can capitalize on. Now the second heart picked up for Aster. The hands of the Necrophos. Their whole team feeling beefy, feeling strong. Gearing up for this next big team fight. Still a little ways off Roche. Another minute until we see what the RNG timer looks like, but certainly one that Aster would like to secure if possible. Now the smoke.
Into Moonlight with Haunt. He's got the detection.
Got a ward down here on the high ground.
Scanning.
It's all on Phoenix. Drop centers from the Ogre.
Sylar initiated on first. Bit of Malice comes down.
Not the toss back they wanted.
An awkward angle for both sides here. Aster on the low ground, not feeling very confident charging up, but EG know they need to be careful.
I mean, Sumail finds the range creep and all of that, so...
XXS, look at this. He just walks into the entire team. He has Yules and Lotus, so it's relatively safe, but long-range zip into the back line. Arteezy about to get scythed, and he will actually survive through it as he pops the EKB. They bring down Baboka, but still looks like it could be a fight that Aster takes right into the Winner's Curse indeed. S4 trying to do as much damage as he can, but they can't finish off the kills.
He's been ditched. Team. There we go. The run back.
S4 got Glimmer Cape, so he'll be okay. Now XXS gets brought down. Aster in big trouble. They lose Fenrir as well. Sylar gets pinged out. He's on the run, but EG want this Spectre dead. I don't think they'll be able to close the gap. However, a devastating team fight for the Dire.
And the Necro is actually bought out. I thought that was just going to be because of his timer, but he actually is back on it. Lost all of his gold at this point. Still only like a 2K swing, but it's mostly the timing at this point. And fortunately for them, it's going to be very long. Roche, on the other hand, maybe if that Roche is there, they don't instantly come for your base. So
true.
EG maybe considering the full-on push here. The Greaves is going to be popped a little bit early on here. Start restoring, getting everyone back up, have them ready by the time you actually have a real engagement. And Bobica, a lot of pressure on him this time.
Charging right up to the high ground we go.
No haunt. This could just easily be game here.
There's the glyph right away. Storm trying to zip through to clear out this creep wave, but not able to finish them all off. No concerns about backdoor for EG here, and they will finish the tier 3.
Spectre is just so weak in the scenario without the haunt. Feels like a completely different hero.
Yep. Necro still down for 40 seconds without buyback. Ogre a little too far forward. He'll get brought down first.
I mean, there's some issues there with Morph
no, they jump in onto the Phoenix as well. Not able to get off the Supernova, and that's 2 more down. Neither of them have buyback, and this could just be GG here, Trent.
Morph Ogre is a very interesting combination there. You just become the Ogre. For some reason, you get to keep multicast, and I'm sure Fender is not too happy about it at the moment.
Yep.
But I mean, sure. Yeah, but they're at least going to get Megas here.
Yeah, it might not end right here, but this is pretty crippling damage. They go in onto the Spectre. Necro up in just a couple of seconds here. There's the Haunt used by Sylar. Long-range zip. BKB used by Lover, trying to grab these kills in the back line, but just can't finish anyone off. And we'll have to head back to the high ground. So they do keep this last tier 3 standing. Decent defense from Aster, but so much damage done to their base.
Okay. I mean, it cost them Haunt, but that's fine. It should be the time that, yeah, it'll be back up when the next engagement occurs. They are very unlikely to find Roche. That is for sure. Or like find the Roche fight, rather. Of course, we know that they already have issues. And there's a DD rune.
Oh, of course.
So
be easy. Radiant Courier scouting it out, so they know
they could actually bottle this DD instead here too, potentially, and just hold it for another push to end the game, rather than actually using it.
Moment of indecision, just waiting on the high ground. Smoke gets broken. Lover sees it and goes, uh-oh, I don't want to be here. He tries to turn around, but it's too late. He gets dropped immediately. Brilliant positioning from EG as the Winner's Curse comes out onto the Ogre, locks 3 of them in place. Arteezy turns into the Phoenix, doing as much damage as he can. Now the BKB used by Sumail.
Not getting a whole lot with it, honestly.
Buyback from the Storm. EG playing this a little bit careful. Double damage rune now spawns down bottom.
My terms, this Aster. It's their advantage, but
still good stuff for EG. A lot of economic damage done there, forcing that buyback.
Yeah, and the haunting. Or sorry, Haunt's actually not back up yet. My mistake.
Yeah, it's a long one, dude. Two full minutes.
My good. Hit. The buyback. We got 7-second BKB on the Storm. Haunt's up in 10 seconds, so that's going to send Tyler to the base. He wants to be full resources, time. And I don't know, the strat of XSS just walking in has had its ups and downs. It worked well earlier. The last time didn't look too great.
Yeah.
Ended up being all of them wiped here.
Oh, they know that they're in the pit. Roche still very healthy. Arrow still connects on the Necro.
Sunray heals so much with the heart.
Yeah, it really does. But now, on the other side, BKB's used to try to finish off the Winter Wyvern. Fly actually still alive, making some space for his team. Survives longer than planned. Will use the buyback pretty much straight away. Supernova's already gone off, and now the Dark Rift from S4 trying to make the Exodus. And he does make it out just in time as the Reaper's Scythe connects.
Had enough HP, survives.
Ooh, that was a close one.
And that was like 70% of Storm's mana just to kill the Wyvern. And he has to, because Fly has been on point. And at this point, there's enough damage from everyone on EG that it doesn't really matter about the damage inside the curse. It's more about setting up for the follow-up from Sumail, Crit, and Arteezy.
Daggers flying all over the place here as the Pit of Malice comes down, connects on 2. Sylar in the front line.
No Egg, no Haunts, no Scythe.
Aster know how important this Roche is. They can't hand it over to EG because then this game basically just ends.
I mean, they also see Storm in the base.
True.
So EG possibly thinking about pushing in here.
Look at Sylar, dude. He's just getting brought down, tossed back, right into the team, and Spectre will get killed. Does have the buyback, uses it straight away. Still 50 seconds on Haunt. Aster doing a pretty good job delaying this Roche, but I don't think EG are too upset about it.
It's just like a bog battle here, man. So sloggy, back and forth. Like, ugh. One hero dies, takes forever. Constantly holding the pit. EG just welcoming it.
Ogre gets caught by Arteezy.
Don't worry. He has buyback.
Good.
It's okay. We can keep doing this.
This is mid-wars right now. There it is. Lots more economic damage, now up to 16k net worth favor for EG.
Always refreshing.
Winter's Curse.
Oh, Winter's Curse. Used on the Necro. No one else
ideal.
going to be caught by it, but Baboka almost caught by Crit. Now they'll go hard onto the Necro. Does get the Yule Scepter to reset. BKB used by Lover as he jumps in.
Egg, it might save him.
Necro actually survives for now. They're going to catch Fly off to the side, and he'll go down next. EG in full retreat.
Scythe in 5 seconds.
Morphling relatively low. He's going to burn down. Still able to survive. Crit trying to run back in. He is going to make enough space for most of his team to get out. Nice pin of Malice as Sumail's doing so much damage. The Scythe not enough to finish off crit. And now it's Aster that are in a little bit of trouble. A lot of low HP heroes, but can EG finish off these kills? XXS in a little too far. That'll be the dieback for him. Fenrir now trying to finish off Sumail, but he has to go in deep. It'll cost him his life, and he doesn't get anything for it. But Boca may follow suit. S4 trying to charge in. Crit on the back line. So many low HP heroes, but Aster are running out of resources. Buybacks being used by both sides. 2 on EG, 1 on Aster. Right now, they are on the defensive, though, with S4 on the hunt.
They know it's the last fight. That's why they're going in like that. It feels like that was their last opportunity. They just kind of like keep chasing further and further.
It's a big swing in favor of Aster, but this means EG will secure the Roshan.
Yeah.
And this is going to be close to the final blow for our Dire squad.
It all depends on the speed that they can get up here. I mean, the wave's already pushing up top for EG. They have these Greaves. There's really no reason anyone has to go home. Pretty much full resources. Don't feel the need to wait for Fly. No offense, Fly. Think they're good. Necrophos is certainly the key hero, but...
Right now, the Underlord hanging on to the Refresher Shard. It might just pass it over when the time is right, but... I guess they don't really have a great shard carrier this game. So like Chronosphere or something like that.
Pretty bad heroes overall, honestly.
Pretty low cooldown type
Mirana is
spells.
probably one of the best ones for like all the item spells.
Even her Moonlight Shadow is only a 30-second cooldown now. But BKBs, of course, that's the other thing. It refreshes your items. Having a second BKB in these fights is pretty massive. Tier 3 goes down, so just naked barracks up top for Aster. Not too far away from Mega Creeps. Definitely feels like EG's game right now, Trent. 4 with 4,600 gold as well.
They've had a lot of comebacks in this series. No question about that for Aster. Another pretty miraculous one if they somehow manage it.
Fenrir is 0-16 this game. Absolutely brutal match for the Ogre.
He's ogring it up, all right? Leave the man alone. He's just trying to smash Ogre.
Oh, the Ogre arrow almost hits him. S4 up on the front lines. Almost gets killed by the Scythe. Does get brought down, but doesn't actually get the extra time on the respawn. Kind of an awkward positioning, though.
He died so fast. The power of percent base.
I think maybe a Lincoln Sphere on the Underlord would be a good call here with all that gold he's got pulled up.
I think they pop it. So
fair point, I suppose.
Get like, I mean, if it's Necro, he'll just use you, right? Not even gonna worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I can see why he's struggling. Just like, what do I even need? Like, I've kind of done the Underlord job, right?
Not really a Crimson Guard kind of game.
No.
Maybe, I mean, I guess he could go for Heart himself.
Dude, he could buy a Spirit Vessel. I will be okay. The only problem is when you buy them this late, you never get any charges.
Right.
But would not hate it. And the speed. Hearts now, right? You got 2 heroes with hearts.
Yeah, I guess Heart against Necro isn't really ideal.
AC.
Okay.
It's just expensive. But they only need that last set.
Shadows.
Not the best Megas. I mean, no team's really spectacular against Megas.
No,
God,
some are definitely better than others. You know, Medusa, for example, incredible against Megas. You know, there's a couple heroes that thrive pretty well in that kind of scenario.
They might give this Tome to Storm, so he can just have 25 to keep the waves out, right?
I'm into it.
Into his constant annoying, the Remnant talent.
Oh, yes. Storm, probably some of the most lopsided level 25 talents.
If that happens, you're going to be really sad as Bobka. I guess he's close up to 20, that'll be fine anyway. He's also getting quite a bit of experience in terms of zipping on these waves, so it might not even nest there. He only needs like 4 more waves.
I think the Overload going through Magic Immunity is the worst 25 talent.
It's
got to be up there.
There's some pretty spectacularly bad ones. I don't know if that's the absolute worst.
Bottom 2%, I'd say.
Oh, well, Storm is bottom. They're back.
Up top, here's the initiation.
Arteezy just takes the second health bar of the Spectre. He's not really going to care about the skills, honestly.
Yep.
Use that Dispersion, kind of push in a bit.
Light Shadow already been used. That's a Radiant Sentry down, but Dire also have one on the high ground, so both teams with detection in this general area. Difficult for EG here.
threat. Oh, he stops actually. Doesn't go in for the wave.
Oh, pause. Okay.
Awkward.
Yeah, this is a pretty tense moment in this game.
A tough time, but you know, gotta make sure you're at full capacity. No hate.
Aster are holding on pretty darn well, though, Trent. They've been up against the ropes for a while, 2 lanes of barracks down, and I mean, they're hanging in there. It's a pretty serious deficit. The net worth not looking great, but like they're kind of stalling the bleeding, right?
Yeah. I mean, it just takes one, though. It's like one bad egg. If this egg just goes down from Bobica, they probably just lose. You know what I mean? It's a ton of pressure on them, and they made it work in game 1 because they went through that situation about 6 times and they somehow fought back. So they only need a couple more this time to really turn this around in favor of Spectre and Storm Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's hard for the like the slow burn here. A lot of the pressure's on Sumail. I feel like he's the best tower hitter they have. He has a little bit of range. Crit whiffs his chance, but he's got the blink and the force, so he can take a couple shots at it.
Like Mirana in these kind of situations.
It's only 30 seconds of Aegis.
So nice to be able to just chuck arrows like that, though. You know, if you hit one, it gives you a good initiation.
Yeah, sometimes it makes people panic, and then you just jump on someone else.
Yeah. Oh, kind of like that. Brit jumps in, gets the toss back. Ogre goes down first. No buyback available. Necrophos getting chipped down by the Firestorm. But just like that, it's a 4v5.
Only the Storm buyback remaining at this point.
It's a fake back here for EG. Aegis does get reclaimed. Looks like it will just be a proper retreat.
I know, Storm is kind of busy on that bottom wave. But yeah, guess without the Aegis, they're not feeling too confident. Go back, get their bounty runes. You know, you guys go grab a drink. Go. How much time until Roosh might respawn? 2.5 minutes. So get going now. Be quick.
I would say the chances for Aster to turn this around are pretty low, but Storm's getting to that point where he's damn scary. He's got the Orchid. He's going to have a Scythe of Vice before too long. 2 pretty game-changing items. Storm also pretty incredible at pushing out the waves like this. Not many heroes can do it same kind of relative ease as he can.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about like the one good egg, the one good Scythe, right? You know, some big multicast. There's a couple wondrous ways this spot back here for old Aster. They don't have a whole lot to grow on, and most of their cores. I mean, the Necrophos, the last one, is going to be cracking at 25. In terms of cores, and his 25 is just not elite.
Let's take a look here. What do we got?
Not that great. Death Pulse or Heartstopper, or it's like pretty bad. You know, it's not really anything that helps in big 25 team fights. But anyway, they're in there.
Whoa, Winter's Curse gets dropped on the Necro.
Just stall, really.
Arrow does connect, but
EG coming back in a little bit here. S4.
Really want it.
Not really sure what they... it looks like a dog chasing a car there. I don't know what those 2 heroes are going to do against a Spectre, frankly. Back they go, and they're going to do some sneaky plays.
Bottom. Sumail does not go with them, though.
When they instantly kill the... they're going to know that they're there, more than likely. Because they use the gem.
Interesting that... Hey. Well, that's kind of it. Although, Sylar, he's going to step out, and oh, he's completely alone. Manta style, trying to buy himself some time, but no hope to survive unless Lover gets here in time to turn this around. Spectre's still very low. They're trying to finish him off, and Arteezy does indeed get it. Lover now basically out of mana, playing some Ring Around the Rosie against Fly. He'll keep himself alive. On the other side, Reaper Scythe comes out. Sumail survives at first, but gets brought down. Buyback has been used by Sylar now, and they're going to press forward. They want more. Still some economic damage done. S4 TP's out. But Aster hold.
Yeah, Sumail does have buyback. If he was going to need it, it's like seconds away. So he is saving, but unlikely to be required. But Roche, I mean, maybe if they get an early spawn, that would be kind of ridiculous here for Aster. They are at the point where they can kill Roche.
Yes.
I mean, you have enough items at this point that hopefully your heroes can kill it at 54 minutes. It still won't be spectacularly fast here. He actually goes for the Heartstopper Aura.
Interesting.
I guess they're just both so. Doesn't really matter. At least when you're stunned, the Aura still works.
It is a pretty quick Roche respawn. 45 seconds. Probably not fast enough to force a Sumail buyback, but...
so unlikely to get in the position.
Yeah. Topper.
Goes for a late blink here on XSS. I like this. That's the way that you can actually try and make plays as Necro, right? buy this Blink Dagger, try and get a good scythe down.
Yep. KB up on the Spectre. Ghost is pretty much slotted at this point. Obviously,
10-second BKB at 54 minutes. This is pretty nice.
It's something.
Like with the dispersion, so they have to like shoot through the BKB and cut through a lot of magic community, so it's gonna be like constant right clicks from them, forcing that back, and then when he has spells available, I don't know.
Dark Rift going to be used down bottom. Pulling Arteezy to push up the lane. He might find Fenrir. No, they're both just going to TP out. Roshan is up. It is Roche 4.
Haunt's ready in 5 seconds. Everyone ready to rock and roll here. As Scythe also returns to the Necrophos.
This is one hell of a stalemate, though, here, Trent. Even if EG do manage to close out this game, got to give some props to Aster for hanging on for so long and making this such an epic battle.
Yeah, it feels like EG, game 1, they were like too slow, maybe a little too patient. They got a little too greedy with the Roches.
Yep.
This time I actually feel like it's fair. I do think it's an accurate way that they should be playing. It's very slow, but I can see why they feel the need to do this, because it is just like one moment that could turn this in favor of Aster.
Now Roshan will be the victim of EG's damage. Pretty easy kill, pretty EG kill. And Fly's going to be the one to grab the Refresher Orb. So that'll be a double Winter's Curse. Refresher Shard, rather.
Plus 30-second cooldown on it. He used it last time.
Diva's guard is out. MKB now on the Morphling. In case Arteezy was not doing enough damage before, he is going to absolutely shred now. Of course, there's a butterfly up on the Spectre, so great item choice. Now Moonlight Shadow used. Storm trying to clear out the waves. S4 with an attempted Pit of Malice there, but
that was actually so dangerous if they had cursed him.
No, Sylar does not have a buyback. So 4.5 minutes.
Actually, Necrophos is the only one. They're going to tick into it now for Storm. Just a moment, and then the GPM talents are slowly bringing it back for the Ogre and the Phoenix. Phoenix needs some bounty runes. Quite a ways away from buyback. It feels like EG just can't really find an answer to hit these buildings. They keep bringing their bodies to the same spots, but they can't really get Sumail in. They're looking for a kill to open up first with, or they want to force that bad egg. And they've been really patient.
Still, I mean, they're not even like able to chip at the ranged barracks or anything.
No.
It feels like we've seen this so many times where S4 wants to go up to the high ground, but knows that they can burst him surprisingly fast.
They want that arrow into a link toss.
Or just trying to bait stuff out. Now Crit jumping in. Winter's Curse used onto the Spectre. It's not
arrow follow-up does hit.
Do too much. Maybe the arrow will be enough. Sumail jumps in, but now Sumail getting very low. He might die right here.
Oh, they're not finishing that Spectre. Another curse.
Does survive. There's that second Winter's Curse. Oh, he comes out onto the BKB, but they do kill Sumail. He buys back straight away. They've only lost Phoenix.
All right, they're going for this timing, though. They're saying, all right, Haunt is down. We're going in. Take the high ground. Hold.
Remember, there is still a glyph available for the Dire. Storm zipping in and out, trying to clear this. The wave is gone.
They're in bottom. It's fine.
Morphling. Oh, wow. Lover barely survives. This is such a tense moment. EG trying to finish it here. Like you said, creeps in the base, doing damage to the tier 4s. They're forced to glyph earlier than planned.
Middle tower is under attack.
Remaining tier 4 at about half HP. EG still playing this so carefully.
Yeah, Greaves are almost back. Go right back in.
Bit of Malice comes out onto the Spectre. Remember, no buyback, so Spectre dies here. This will likely end. Phoenix, though, up in 15, does still have the egg if they can hold for that long.
Likewise, if they can find Sumail, it puts a little bit of pressure on old EG here.
Yep.
Arteezy, 14-1-17 is given a lot of these ages and everything too, but very nice game.
Now at about 5k HP. Curious where he's going to go from here. He's ditched the boots, so getting close to just completely slotted. A lot of big ticket items on this guy right now.
Haste!
Managing to find some vision across the map. They just lost a couple words firing here from the side of Aster, but at least they sort of spot out where some of these coming from the side of EG. The question is, can they actually capitalize on it and find anything? Crit buying a very late Vlad. Just trying to find something to help end this game, something that still lets him have his buyback.
Don't mind if I do.
Choice.
60-minute Vlads.
Yep.
Invisibility.
Oh,
Dark Rift. Arteezy getting very low. Does use the BKB and they get out. Okay, so they fade out a Reaper's Scythe. That's something.